following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports. Radio Plus Sports.
Barfnet there for the rebound. Crossover with the right hand. Throws it up for Johnson. Johnson spinning his way inside the paint with the elbow up and in. Bounce with the right hand. Hands off. Here comes Morgan. Dumps it. Good pass down low. Got it. For the Spartans, Ava Engel for Aubrey Leonard. Leonard, duel, dumps it down low. Madigan, and the hoop and the harm. Looks for Barfnet. Long clutch three. Got it. Lindsay pushes tempo near side. Looking for Shea in the corner. Now takes it. Now flips it. Shea, three. Book it. Zimmerman. He'll try the right side with 7:10 left to play. Nobody steps out. And Mr. Blank says, why not?
Edward Jones Representatives in Fond du Lac, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Fondy Family Dental, Baker Cheese.
Right Way Home Improvement, Quest Interiors, Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Taco Bell,
Bristol Morgan Bank, Coal, Oil and Propane, Pioneer Pit Stop, Marco Tax Service,
Pizza Ranch, the National Exchange Bank and Trust, Marine Park Technical College, Silica for your home.
Rademan Stone and Landscape, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Winfield Homes, Everson Law Office, Bob's Pizza,
Airtech, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Camera Casino,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Hopper's Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, New Medical Center, Muthig Industries, Pino Construction,
Len's Truck Center, Fox Valley Savings, American Family Insurance Agent Brad Tagliapietra, BCI Burke, Marian University, Into the Woods Wellness, Smith Builders.
Today's game is also presented by International Paper and Willsport. Lighting and control systems made in Fond du Lac.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Good Friday evening to you, and welcome here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Jordan King with you, coming to you live from the campus of St. Mary Springs Academy High School for tonight's Flyway Conference game here in Hutter Gymnasium between St. Mary Springs Academy, the Ledgers, as they host the Flyway, one of the Flyway contenders, the Laconia Spartans from over in Rosendale. This is one of a few marquee matchups in the conference here this evening. We'll get to the conference schedule a little bit later on in the pregame show, but this is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, and thanks for joining us here on this Friday evening. The Friday night lights have turned from the turf to the hardwood, and we are squarely into conference play at this point in time, and the Flyway 2 games deep, and a trio of teams sitting at the top of the Flyway Conference, Lamira, Omro, and Winnebago Lutheran. Those three teams all 2-0. Campbellsport, Mayville, North Fond du Lac, all those three teams looking for their first win. And then you have two teams in the middle, both 1-1, and that's who we got here tonight here on Radio Plus. Laconia comes into this season the preseason pick from the Wisconsin, the yearbook done by Mark Miller, and they were the pick to win the conference this year. So it'd be interesting to see how this one plays out, because I think three teams probably felt like they had a chance to win the conference. WLA, they're 2-0, beat Springs already, beat them here, in fact, just 8 days ago. Laconia was picked to finish first. WLA, by the way, picked to finish second. And then the third was Springs in their three-time defending conference championship resume, and certainly this season's going to look a little bit different. When we talk to Coach Krieger coming up in a couple of minutes, you'll certainly hear that. How things are going to look different for Springs this year. They may not play at the pace that they played at in seasons past with that extremely talented class that had 3 years of varsity starting experience. So despite that, it's still a lot of talent here for Springs. And likewise for Laconia, you lose a scorer like Jaden Grotti, one of the best players in the league last year, and very well could have been the player of the year in the Flyway Conference, and someone who could just fill it up on a nightly basis. And you feel like, man, this is still a team that is just as good, and they might even be a smidge better simply because, and this is not to say Jaden Grotti wasn't one of the better players that Laconia's had in the last couple of years, but they are now a much more balanced team, and a team that can rely on more guys, talking about 7-8 guys on a night, rather than maybe looking for the number one guy in Jaden Grotti. So the superstars are still out here tonight. Talking about Cash Farrell, talking about Keaton Grady. You look at for Springs, Noah Mowell, John Kuhn. There are still some big names here in the flyway, guys who will certainly be earmarked for first-team all-conference, if not player of the year type of honors in the league this season. Okay, so that all of that coming up here tonight. Our pregame show will feature interviews with both coaches. We'll tell you about the starting lineups. Spring's going to be a little light-handed here tonight as they got some guys out with sickness and injury. We'll tell you about that coming up in our Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report, and all of that stuff coming up here on our Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show. Jordan King here from Hutter Gym. It's a beautiful night outside, but we're here where it's starting to heat up on the JV side of things, and we're getting ready for the varsity tip between Laconia and Springs. Stay with us. You're watching here on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in, and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
PT Tire and Service, how can I help you?
Hi, my dad is out in the field kicking his tires and saying naughty words. Can you help?
Thanks for calling. Just leave the rest to us. Tire problems are no problem at PT Tire and Service.
PT Tire and Service, the tire experts of Central Wisconsin, offering 24/7 tire services. Call 346-TIRE or stop by 301 East Clark Street, Brandon. For all your tire problems and needs, that's 346-TIRE.
Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry is a proud sponsor in today's game. Nathan specializes in kitchen and bathroom remodels, whole house remodels, new construction, additions, and more. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry also has an in-house designer on staff with virtual reality designs to help visualize your space before construction starts. Quality, efficiency, and integrity. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry. See Nathan's work at potratscarpentry.com and like them on Facebook.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Hi, I'm Brock Rademan with the Rademan Stone and Landscape Company. As the first member of our fourth-generation family-owned business, I'm proud to carry on the tradition of providing quality stone products to Fond du Lac and the surrounding areas. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Whether building or remodeling, veneer stone can add a natural look and feel to your home. Our natural stone is available in many different textures, sizes, colors, and cuts. Stop out at Rademan's and see our indoor-outdoor stone displays, or like us on Facebook to see some finished projects. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Winfield Homes is a locally owned custom home building company of over 25 years that prides itself on great service, high quality, and providing the best building experience possible. Owners Jim Boudry and Jason Zellner are there for you every step of the way to ensure that your new home is built just the way you've dreamed it to be. With the same passion that they have for their clients' homes, Jim and Jason are proud supporters of and are personally involved in youth sports programs and are truly committed to their success. Winfield Homes wishes you all the best of luck this season.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, this is the Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show. Jordan King with you here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Glad to have you along here, getting ready for the Ledgers and the Spartans. This one always gets me, by the way. Every time I've called these two teams, the Springs Ledgers and the Laconia Spartans, the LSs are switched. I'm just telling you. There you go. There's my warning for you that I'm gonna mix things up here tonight. I'm just kidding. We're gonna be perfect. All right. We're gonna hear from Coach Krieger coming up in just a couple of minutes here on the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. That's coming up in just a few minutes, but. You know, I talked about the good slate here we got tonight, and again, you're going to hear me say this. I'm going to sound like a broken record by the end of this pregame show, but you don't get a night off in the Flyway Conference. Certainly, North Fond du Lac looks down again this year. North Fond du Lac struggled a season ago, didn't win a basketball game, and so far this year looking for their first win as well. 0-2 in conference. Mayville looks like maybe they're a little bit down this season, but still Campbellsport is 0-2, and that's a pretty good Campbellsport team. They're at WLA tonight, so that's maybe one to keep one eye on. And then there's a battle of the unbeatens early on here in the Flyway. Omro-Lemira getting after it. That game is played up in Omro, so I'll be interested to see. Jake Bresky looks good for Lemira, averaging 18 points and something like 14 rebounds so far this season, and it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out and starts to shape this Flyway Conference. But I think anyone in the neutral camp looking at the Flyway Conference will have one eye here at Hutter Gymnasium here tonight for Laconia Springs, because preseason this looked like the first big game of the season after that WLA Springs game played last week, and you certainly have started to get that. 3 different players for Springs average double figures. Noah Mowell tied with Jake Bresky from Lemira, averaging 18 points per game. He averages a double-double, 12.3 boards per night. John Kuhn averages 12, and Ben Anderson almost averages 11 points per game. And same thing for Laconia. 3 guys averaging double figures. That's Cash Farrell with 14, Keaton Grotti with 13, and then Owen Larson with 12 points per game as well. So these are a couple of teams that know how to score the basketball. 71 points per game, check that for Springs, and 77.7 points per game for Laconia. So nearing that 80-point mark, and they've eclipsed the 90-point mark already this season, have the Spartans. So these are a couple of good offensive teams. You're going to see that here tonight. But both teams, Coach Krieger likes to play defense now, and you're going to hear us talk about deflections when we get to that Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. About halfway through the second half here between these two JV teams. Got a good one brewing here as Springs JV1 team kind of being pushed for the first time this season here by Laconia. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, you will hear that Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. First from Coach Krieger. That comes up after this. Stay with us.
Our guest today is Mr. George Kuntz, former Green Bay Packer and current member of the Fond du Lac community. And George's wellness journey is a partnership with the team from Into the Woods Wellness. What did you feel before some of these treatments that you're getting with Into the Woods Wellness?
Being lethargic, lack of energy, clarity, thoughts, and things of that nature.
Talk more, George, about how you feel after getting these IV treatments, how your energy level is, how your mental clarity is.
It's totally different. It gives you a burst of energy. It also helps with soreness, hamstring injuries, if your shoulders are aching, things of that nature. And then also like B12, different vitamins, so it helps your immune system. So it makes you feel better. It also prevents you from getting a cold or getting sick, so you can continue to get your workouts in.
See more of George's journey at intothewoodsjourney.com/George. Into the Woods Wellness, where you can start your own wellness journey. Be well, be still, become.
Sargento has definitely given me some opportunities. I am able to live in a beautiful place like this, able to pursue all my passions and hobbies. They want us to have a good quality of life.
The youth sports, right? We support youth sports in all of our communities, sponsoring teams, booster clubs, and then really supporting the schools with some PTO activities where we'll donate to the PTOs as they need. We help sponsor a new playground for one of the schools in Fond du Lac. There's different things that we've done, and I look forward to our ability as we grow to be able to increase that exposure and that opportunity for us to give back to the communities.
Back here on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, moving on with the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental, Dr. Chad, his team, they'll set you up, make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. And first edition of the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview here tonight, and it's with Coach Kyle Krieger. And Coach, with you just about a week ago, it was a tight game with WLA, and I mean, the hits just keep on coming in this conference. How'd you like the way your team responded and bounced back against a tough, pesky Campbellsport team?
Yeah, I thought, you want to have that short memory. Long memory when you win, but a short memory when you lose. And, I thought we played a very solid game on Tuesday night. Not perfect, but was real pleased with the intensity that we played with. And then, then putting them away down the stretch and, making enough plays to keep that game in hand.
We talked a little bit about turnovers before that WLA game, and you had your fair share in that one, but certainly cleaned that up against Campbellsport, only 12. What do you like with your team? Certainly John Kuhn's averaging almost 5 assists per game as well. What do you like with how he's running the team and then with how your team's taking care of the basketball?
Yeah, well, John, a little bit different role this year than last year. This year we're asking him to do more scoring than he did, but he's also leading us in assists, like you said. Part of the product of those 12 turnovers was it was a little slower-paced game with Campbellsport, which it's always going to be because that's the way Coach Elliott wants them to play. But overall, we did do a better job of passing the ball. So I don't even want to say how many turnovers we had against WLA, but that was obviously not. It didn't help us. Let's just say that. But as we go and as our players get more and more comfortable in their new roles, I think turnovers should come down, and hopefully they'll be down tonight against the Spartans.
I look at WIS Sports, and your blocks per game number is ridiculous. Is that a deflections number for you guys?
Yeah, so about 3 times a year, someone will say, man, you guys block a lot of shots. No, we don't. I like to chart deflections, and so they are not block shots. It's a block shot plus a deflection in that one column. So anybody in the state of Wisconsin, we do not block shots. We're not a big team, but we are trying to deflect passes.
The reason I ask is 25, 26 a game. That's a lot of hands in the passing lane.
It is. Our goal's 28. I think we did that the first game of the year, but those are harder to come by when you play against a better opponent. But if we could average 25 the whole season, that would be really good. It just takes your opponent out of the flow of their offense. Everyone goes to practice and they run their offense, they run their set plays, and they all look pretty. But then in a game, if you can disrupt by, touching a pass, 1 or 2 touches of possession, that can really throw a team off. And then, hopefully a little panic sets in, and then guys are taking shots that coach doesn't want them to take.
All right, on to the Spartans, and like I said, the hits just keep coming in this conference, and certainly in the midst of a challenging stretch for you guys, certainly. The Spartans, we talk about balance with you guys. It's certainly the case for them, 77, 78 points per game. What makes them so difficult to defend that you've seen?
Well, they got a lot of scoring options, and I don't think they've hit their stride yet, but a lot of scoring options, and all 5 guys on the floor, they can all handle the ball. They can all shoot the ball. They're very positionless, which makes it tough to match up. Like with most of the time with our lineup, we're going to have a post guy in there. And, our posts are a little non-traditional, but we're going to have some matchup issues tonight that, we may need to play 5 perimeter guys at times just to match up better. But we'll see. There's a couple areas where we might be a little bit quicker than they are, so we'll see. But the balance for them is tough to defend. And Cash Farrell he's a really good player.
That was going to be my next question. I mean, his length on the perimeter is something that is truly unique, and you got to see that a lot with the group of seniors you had last year. So maybe you got a different perspective on what that looks like, because it is a treat to have a guy that is as long as he is, as tall as he is out on the perimeter, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. And then to have quickness, and it reminds me a lot like from our team last year, Lucas Ramaker and Gavin Jans, right? They can get out, they can move their feet well, and touch all kinds of basketballs, but he's a very similar player to them. And he'll probably match up with John Kuhn tonight, and so John will have his work cut out for him, and we'll see.
Last one for you, Coach. You guys have out-rebounded your opponents by almost 40, 50 rebounds already this year, which is pretty impressive, only 3 games in. Obviously, Noah's a huge part of that, but it seems like balance, not only scoring, but on the boards, your guards rebound well, too. How big of a key is that for you guys in every game, but especially tonight where you got to hold them to one and done, right?
Yeah. If we can limit them to one shot or any opponent to one shot max, you're going to win a lot of games. But, don't tell our team, but we don't shoot the ball as well as we have the last few years, right? So there's a lot more missed shots to be had. And one thing with us, we are a strong team. We are a physical team. And one of our strengths is kind of beating our opponent up a little bit and rebounding. So, that's even little Ben Baker, right? A sophomore. I mean, I think he's averaging like 8 or 9 rebounds a game. And, as a 5'10" guard. But a lot of those rebounds are our own misses. We've all watched the film, but that's something we need to do. We need to rebound well to try to limit our opponents because, call me foolish, but I don't think we're going to average 84 points a game this year, right? So it's going to be more games like that Camel Sport game where it's in the 60s. So we're going to have a smaller margin of error, and if we're giving up multiple shots per possession, it might be a long night.
There you go. That's Coach Krieger and Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. Coach, best of luck tonight. Go get him.
All right. Thank you, Jordan.
There you go. That's Coach Krieger, and we'll be back with more on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show right after this. Stay with us.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
Did you know that 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account? That might not sound like a big deal until you have a major medical incident. Many insurance plans can require you to pay almost $9,000 out of pocket, making it nearly impossible to cover that expense. But this doesn't have to be your situation. Introducing MedElite by Evolution Benefits Association. A MedElite membership is a safety net of benefits that helps protect your family, your home, and your lifestyle when unexpected expenses occur. MedElite helps you pay those bills by giving every member access to a choice of benefits, including $10,000 of accident coverage, accidental death and dismemberment, life insurance, and critical illness coverage, and $300 per week disability income. Imagine the peace of mind you'll have knowing that your financial future is more secure, so you could focus on your recovery. That's MedElite.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. With access to hundreds of floor plans, they start by getting to know you and your unique needs. Then, with budget, layout, and family in mind, Smith Builders design partners will hand select the best options, customizing them to fit your precise needs. The process continues in their showroom and partner galleries, where you're guided through the products and fixtures on display, customizing each selection in your new home. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, this is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Jordan King back with you here, and glad to have you along for the pregame show, and appreciate Coach Krieger as well, as always, chatting with us for a few minutes before the game. Like I said, we are so lucky in the Flyweight Conference. You get to see a lot of really good coaching. Coach Krieger's no exception to that. Coach Tash is no exception to that. You look around this, I think there's some of the best coaching in the area happens right here in the Flyweight Conference, and I just like talking ball with these guys. Coach Nell last week with WLA, both the coaches here tonight, Coach Tash, Coach Krieger, they're all really fun and super open guys in terms of letting us in, and happy you guys get to hear that as well with the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. We'll have the other one with Coach Tash coming up in just a couple of minutes. Before, we're going to talk a little bit about Springs here, and heard Coach Krieger. I'm always fascinated. Obviously, the deflections thing is kind of a buzz topic for coaches, certainly nowadays, and Tom Crean with Indiana and Marquette kind of popularized that. But I think everything Coach Krieger said there was absolutely correct, in that, you know, you're able to disrupt what the other team does. Everyone can run a set in practice. What happens when that gets disrupted? And I think Laconia, we'll see how they deal with that. Coming up here this evening against the defensive Springs. But the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report, if you got pain, see Dr. Shane Bauer and Bauer Chiropractic over there. Appreciate those fine folks. And for the second straight game, we're not going to see Sam Lucas. He came back and played against Campbellsport, but not able to go again here tonight. Also not going to see number 11, Tyler Hoffman, or number 34, Luke Schwartz. All three of those not available for Coach Krieger here this evening. So certainly shrinks that bench a little bit. He said they got some sickness going around the school. You see there on the JV bench, they don't even have their JV coach here tonight. Talking about Coach Gilgenbach. Coach Hoffman's down there with the team, and obviously looks like they're going to win. They're up by 20 here. But man, it's that time of year, and that stuff is making its way around, and it's going to impact Springs here this evening. Over on the other side, Laconia healthy at this point in the season, which is always, that's the goal. Stay as healthy as long as you can, and you would certainly hope 3 games into the season you have your full complement of players. Unfortunately for Coach Krieger and company, not going to be the case here this evening. So that's the Springs side of things. 18 points per game from Noah Mowell. 12 points per game for John Kuhn. Kuhn averages nearly 5 rebounds and 5 assists per game. Well-balanced team offensively for Springs. What about the Spartans? Well, we'll find out coming up next. After this break, we're going to talk with Coach Tash. That comes up next on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Stay with us.
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pino. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino. Build better for future generations.
Here at International Paper, I've gotten much more experience than I have elsewhere. I've seen more in the field than I have anywhere else.
I started from the bottom and I've worked my way up. The people's what make it great. Nobody wants to see anybody fail.
You want a job to where you can display your skills, they can be valued, you can move forward based off your own ability and your ability to learn more. That's IP.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Welcome back here on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Second edition of the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview, and here with Coach Tash from Laconia. And Coach, first conference loss coming on Tuesday. That was a kind of a weird game when you look at the numbers. A lot of fouls on you guys, and Amro shot a ton of free throws. But how'd you like the response from your kids in a couple days of practice that you guys have had here before spring?
Good. Hey, good. I'm glad you. Thanks for having me. Also, it was good. At first, watching game film was just a good eye opener of what we need to do to close out games, regardless of free throws or how many we shoot or don't. There's some maturity that we have to. There's a maturity level that we have to keep as we're playing these games, and I like how they understood and what we need to do to win, and had a good week of practice trying to correct those mistakes.
You talk about some learning things, and one thing you got to learn in the flyweight, we were just talking about it before we started up here, is you just don't get nights off in this league, and hits keep on coming. Here's Springs, tough place to go play. What is the key, before you get into the X's and O's, what is it about, coming here on the road, tough team, 3-time defending conference champs, they're kind of in the spot that you guys feel like you have a chance to be at this season, right?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. And you look at Springs as the top program in the flyweight over the past X amount of years, and that's something that definitely, you'd be lying if we weren't striving to get there. So, it is a big game, big moment. I think we're ready for it. Again, I like, you don't like getting a loss early in the season in the conference, but I think we can take it's what the team needed. To be quite honest with you, we're young, we're starting young, and we're gonna have some maturity bumps, and I think it's a good thing. And maybe they're naive tonight, and the moment's not too big for them. We'll see what happens.
Last year you had Jaden, and he was kind of the showstopper for you guys, and it really balanced this year so far. We'll talk about Cash Farrell in just a minute, but is that something that you think is a benefit for this team, to be able to go 7-8 guys deep, and really the offensive production seems to be there?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's one thing we pride ourselves on. Early in the season, you just don't have that sample size yet of who those guys are, especially being so deep. But, over the last couple games, we've been, and in practice too, we've been able to identify, who are those 8 guys that we're going to stick with here for the long haul. But, the balance is a good thing. It's always good when you have shooters on the floor, is 8 deep, that one can go off for 10, 15 if the other guy doesn't. So we like that. We just got to play unselfish and play together.
How fun is it to coach a guy like Cash Farrell?
Cash is such a unique kid, young man. I love the way he plays the game of basketball. I think he plays the right way, and his high motor is something that is, when you don't have to teach that and push that, makes the game a lot funner as a coach, and we can focus on other things to make him successful, definitely.
And obviously his length, a tremendous asset for you guys defensively too. What about Keaton Grotti? When you have a guy that's that big and he shares the ball, I mean, obviously you go back to football, he's probably used to this, but his ability to share the basketball at his size, what does that do for you guys offensively, and what challenge does that create for the defense? Sure,
Keaton's one of those players that not many players, he offers things to the game that not everyone else can do vertically and with his length. And, with a guy like that, being such a threat down low, it gives us a good inside-outside balance is what we want, and especially plays into Keaton's strengths, that he is a good passer. So we're going to use those strengths and abilities and try to get that tonight, get that done.
When you look at Springs, I think similarly to you guys, they're balanced. And obviously it starts with Noah Mowell and John Kuhn, a couple of captains for them that are really good offensively and on the other side of the floor. But what do you see with the the difficulties that Mowell presents both inside and outside, and then Kuhn kind of running the show.
Sure, Noah Mull takes up a lot of space on the inside, on defense and offense. So, and he's a very, very physical player, obviously too. So that he brings a level of physicality that you can't really simulate in practice. So you just got to go play him and adjust. So that's a problem. And with Kuhn, yeah, he's definitely maybe their most efficient shooter, it seems like. And so we just got to really lock up on him and make things difficult for both of them.
What's the biggest thing, if you had to boil it down, and I know there's a lot that goes into winning a flyweight conference basketball game, but if you had to boil it down, what do you got to do better than you did Tuesday to get back onto the right track?
Maturity.
There you go. Coach, appreciate it. Simple. Love it. Best of luck tonight. Go get them.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
There you go. That's Coach Tash with Laconia, and we'll take another timeout. Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview wrapped up there. Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. That continues after this. Stay with us.
When you can't find answers to your recurring health challenges, it can feel like your health and your future are being held hostage. The Wellness Way is a network of health restoration clinics that think and act differently to solve the health challenges others can't. Here, we disrupt the standard approach to care through a combination of testing, individual plans, and one-on-one guidance, putting your health and your future where they belong, in your own hands.
Team on top of the game for screen printing, custom awards, signage, and embroidery is Hoppers. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, located in the heart of Fond du Lac, can custom print to 1 shirt or 1,000. Pick from Under Armour, Gildan, Nike, and more. Choose your school for a custom one-of-a-kind look. Need banners, signage, or vehicle wrap? The team at Hoppers does it all. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy at the corner of Main and Merrill, Fond du Lac. Get more now at hopperware.com. That's hopperware.com. Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Hi, I'm Brock Rademan with the Rademan Stone and Landscape Company. As the first member of our 4th generation family-owned business, I'm proud to carry on the tradition of providing quality stone products to Fond du Lac and the surrounding areas. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Whether building or remodeling, veneer stone can add a natural look and feel to your home. Our natural stone is available in many different textures, sizes, colors, and cuts. Stop out at Rademan's and see our indoor-outdoor stone displays, or like us on Facebook to see some finished projects. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Back at Hutter, Jordan King with you here on RadioPlusInfo.com. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Appreciate both Coach Tash and Coach Krieger for their participation in the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview there. And, I think it's going to be a good one here tonight. International Paper presents your keys to the game. Apply today at jobs.internationalpaper.com. Jobs.internationalpaper.com. And I think for Laconia, how do they bounce back after the opening loss of the season? Springs lost to WLA a week ago. How do they respond? Obviously, they get the win over Campbellsport, but another big one here tonight, and it's crazy to think, two teams that feel like they should be contending for a Flyweight Conference championship, and coming up here by the end of tonight, one of these teams is going to have 2 losses and trying to kind of figure out where they go early on in this Flyway season. And albeit the Springs has played a tremendously hard schedule at the beginning of the Flyway here, and losing to Laconia and WLA, you would probably feel better about than maybe losing to, Springs and Amaro. I don't know. Well, obviously that's to each their own. So the response for both of these teams will be one of the things. I'm always going to be fascinated how teams rebound against Springs. And this might be, I don't know how many Springs games I have this season, but this might be a recurring theme in terms of keys to the game. Springs is going to be a load to handle on the glass. Noah Mowell, we know that. But these guards, like I mentioned to Coach Krieger, these guards rebound as ferociously as most forwards do for a lot of teams. So what does that do for Laconia? This is a team that has a lot of length at all 5 positions. So do they match up well in that regard for Laconia? Can they rebound with Springs? And then I think it's going to be a back and forth game. Keaton Grotti, Noah Mowell. I'm looking forward to that battle inside the paint with Grotti and Mowell. And then what kind of mismatches can Coach Tash cook up over there on the sideline for the Spartans going up against the Ledgers here tonight? Those are your international paper keys to the game. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have our our Sargento cheese starting lineups. All of that comes up right after this. Stay with us.
Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry is a proud sponsor in today's game. Nathan specializes in kitchen and bathroom remodels, whole house remodels, new construction, additions, and more. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry also has an in-house designer on staff with virtual reality designs to help visualize your space before construction starts. Quality, efficiency, and integrity. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry. See Nathan's work at potratscarpentry.com and like them on Facebook.
Did you know that 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account? That might not sound like a big deal until you have a major medical incident. Many insurance plans can require you to pay almost $9,000 out of pocket, making it nearly impossible to cover that expense. But this doesn't have to be your situation. Introducing MedElite by Evolution Benefits Association. A MedElite membership is a safety net of benefits that helps protect your family, your home, and your lifestyle when unexpected expenses occur. MedElite helps you pay those bills by giving every member access to a choice of benefits, including $10,000 of accident coverage, accidental death and dismemberment, life insurance, and critical illness coverage, and $300 per week disability income. Imagine the peace of mind you'll have knowing that your financial future is more secure, so you could focus on your recovery. That's MedElite.
Will Sport by Wisconsin Lighting Lab. Sports lighting and control systems made in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Will Sport, a premium sports lighting system. Factory direct application and product support along with its full line of complete LED lighting solutions will transform your athletic facility to the next level. Create an unforgettable fan and player experience. To get started with upgrading your outdoor or indoor sports venue, visit willbrands.com.
Back here at Hutter, the Integrity Saw & Tool pregame show. Glad to have you along here on Radio Plus Info. These are your Sargento Cheese starting lineups. Start your new career today at careers.sargento.com. And we'll start with the home Ledgers. Again, no Sam Lucas, who usually slots into the starting lineup, although this is the second game we've done here on RP Video Sports, and both times no Sam Lucas in the starting lineup. It'll be the same lineup that started last week, Thursday, that lost to WLA. Number 2, Ben Baker, a 5'10", 160-pound sophomore guard. Number 3 is Ben Anderson. He had a really hot shooting night last Thursday against the Vikings. 6 foot, 165-pound junior guard. John Kuhn is number 10. He's one of the 2 captains, 6'2", 190-pound senior guard. Noah Mowell is the other captain, starter, 6'3", 220. junior forward for the Ledgers. And rounding out the starting lineup is number 23. That's Caden Pitts. He's a 6'4", 205-pound junior, and he plays inside with Noah Mowell. They're coached by Kyle Krieger. Again, 2 Baker, 3 Anderson, 10 Kuhn, 21 Mowell, and 23 Pitts. For the Spartans, coached by Coach Nick Tash. Talked to him a little bit earlier, and he's excited about Cash Farrell. Cash is a 6'2 sophomore, and 6'2, you almost don't believe it after you watch him play because he's so long out there on the perimeter, and he'll take over the point guard duties. He wears number 2. Owen Larson, number 0. He's a 6-foot sophomore, so one of 2 sophomores, along with Farrell in the starting lineup, is Owen Larson. Camden Smith, number 1, 5'11 junior, joined out there with 6'3 junior, number 3 Ethan Pino, and then Keaton Grotti is the lone senior in the starting lineup. He's a 6'4 senior and a tremendous passer. I always love when Laconia gets Keaton Grotti, number 11, into the high post and allow him to kind of work and operate in there. He just took a shot and he warming up on the screen there and took a shot there from the mid-range. That's kind of his spot is for Keaton Grotti. So there you go. 0 Larson, 1 Smith, 2 Farrell, 3 Pino, and 11 Grotti. Those are the starters for the Spartans. Those are your Sargento Cheese starting lineups. Again, start your new career at careers.sargento.com. There you go. This is just about going to wrap up our Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show. We have one more feature. That is the Right Way Home Improvement opening tip-off, and that comes up when we return. They're going to have starters and anthem here in the arena. If stand's starting to fill up, a little while ago I was like, man, where is it? And here we go. Stand's starting to fill up for a good one here in a budding rivalry over the last 5, 6, 7 years in the Flyway between the Laconia Spartans and the St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers. We continue on. We'll wrap up the Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show when we return, just about ready for tip between the Spartans and the Ledgers. Stay with us.
Oh, I'm not ready for Christmas this year.
All the decorating, cooking, and shopping to be done.
We don't have time to elf around. We got to get down to Camera Casino where they got something for everyone on our list.
Cameras, accessories, prints, and photo gifts. Wow, we can get all our shopping done right there and fast. Do you think they have reindeer wash there too?
I'm getting too old for this.
Happy holidays from Camera Casino. Now open every day through Christmas.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, come on, show me. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Come here. Come on.
Jackson, are you going to come over here?
Add more joy to your holiday season and connect with the road in a new Mazda with standard all-wheel drive. Like the raved about 3-row Mazda CX-90 Preferred Plus at $469 per month. Come be our guest. Get more Mazda for your money, more for your trade, and say yes to award-winning hospitality.
You can count on their genuine guest care and no pressure. It's real.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Mazda, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle of Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Add more joy to your holiday season and connect with the road in a new Mazda with standard all-wheel drive. Like the versatile, invigorating Mazda CX-5 Select, now $369 per month. Come be our guest. Get more Mazda for your money, more for your trade, and say yes to award-winning hospitality.
You can count on their genuine guest care and no pressure. It's real.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Mazda, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Back here at Hutter, glad to have you along this evening. Jordan King with you. This is going to wrap up the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Just about ready for the Right Way Home Improvement opening tip-off. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today. Contact Right Way Home Improvement for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999. That's 920-929-8999, or visit rightwaybuilt.com. That's rightwaybuilt.com. They're meeting the starting lineups. We already gave them to you from Sargento, but we'll remind you of them before we get things rolling here. Ben Baker, Ben Anderson, John Kuhn, Noah Mowell, and Caden Pitts. 2 Baker, 3 Anderson, 10 Kuhn, 21 Mowell, 23 Pitts, and for Laconia, 0 is Owen Larson. He's joined by Camden Smith, Cash Farrell, Ethan Pino, and Keaton Grotti. 0 Larson, 1 Smith, 2 Farrell, 3 Pino, and 11 Grotti. Those are the starters for the Spartans. Laconia wearing the road green with the gold. It's an unmistakable color combination, and it looks sharp. These jerseys that Laconia, the road jerseys that Laconia's got, they are sharp. And you got the gold, the black trim down the side, the script Laconia across. I'll tell you what, they almost remind me a little bit of Michigan State, a Michigan State kind of version. One of their jerseys has the script Michigan State across the chest, and it's very similar to that, but it's got that sharp gold to contrast the forest green. For the Ledgers, very traditional, and they got their home whites with the blue trim down the sides and a little bit of black around the numbers and the letters. That's tipped up by Mowell. Farrell not able to tap it to a teammate. And it's going to start with Ben Baker and these Ledgers trotting into the front court. Got a good one here for you. Don't go anywhere between the Spartans and the Ledgers. Kuhn looks to the far side. Anderson, if he can get going from 3, gives the Springs just a tremendous outside advantage in most games offensively. Here is Anderson down to the corner with Mowell. Mowell with the shot fake, drives, nice bounce pass inside to Pitts. It got batted away. Good defensive stand there from Laconia. Cross-court pass here to Smith. Kicks it out. Here's a 3 on the way. It's Pino, no good. Rebound strong. Ben Anderson hammered on it, no whistle. Here is the floater, no good. And Larson couldn't finish, and now they're going to get a foul. And I believe they're going to pick this one up on Farrell. We'll confirm that yet. Cash Farrell picks up the foul. So it looked like Larson might have picked up the foul about 10 seconds earlier, but they got another chance. Did the Spartans couldn't take advantage of it. Just about a minute into this one, and it's still scoreless. Second possession here for the Ledgers early on. It's John Kuhn on the left wing, going to work on Farrell. Kicks it back out. This is Baker, drives and kicks. Patient here from the Ledgers as Anderson gets into the middle of the painted area. Down to Mowell, down to Kuhn in the corner. Left corner 3 on the way, rattles around and in for John Kuhn. And he gets his night off, started off with a bang and an early lead for the Springs. Here goes Larson, on the take. Down the lane goes Farrell. Blocked that time by Mowell. Last touched by Grotti. And a good defensive stand after the offense got things going with Kuhn. The Ledgers able to get a hand on that shot after the drive from Cash Farrell. Baker into the front court for the Ledgers. Anderson Still man-to-man defense for Laconia, and the screen here for Pitts rolls to the hoop, found by Kuhn, almost tied up, kick to the corner. Mowell wants a three this time. Oh, and just a little bit strong there from Noah Mowell. Long rebound comes out to Pino. Pino into the front court, crosses once, crosses twice, tries to find Grotti. It kicks off of Grotti's leg, but it was last touched by Caden Pitts. Stays with the Spartans underneath, 16:08 to go first half. Furious pace here early. I wasn't sure, you try not to read into anything you hear. You just listen to the words. But I was just wondering if maybe, nice cut from Pino. Oh, and it's affected by Anderson. Trailing Ben Anderson got his hand. I don't know if he got his hand on it, but certainly affected the shot from Pino. Drive from Kuhn. I'll get back to that thought in a second about pace of play. Here's Anderson. Drives baseline, kicks to the corner. Baker with a three. Got it. Ben Baker. And a couple of corner threes from that left corner has a 6-0 lead for Springs. Crossing over is Larson. Between the legs, now hounded by Anderson. Into the high post with Farrell. Cash Farrell driving on Kuhn. Kicks to the corner. Shot fake there from Smith. Drives baseline, gets it to Grotti. Grotti in the middle of the paint, and the floater no good. Couple of good looks for Laconia, and they're still scoreless. Down to this left corner. It's treated Springs well early. John Kuhn drives to the baseline, kicks it. Other corner, shot fake Baker, kicks it out. Here's Pitts. Pitts bounces down to Mowell. Almost stolen from behind with Larson, and a block underneath. Resetting with Baker. Here's Pitts. Pitts drives on the left side, throws it up to Mowell on the far side. Up with the right hand, no good. Rebound fought for. Stays with the with the Ledgers. Wow. 2 Ledgers there, and they were able to hit it last off of Keaton Grotti. And the Ledger is going to retain possession. Here's Noah Mowell. I was wondering just a couple of answers from Coach Krieger if maybe Springs would try to slow it down here when he talked about playing a different style. Here's an offensive rebound from Noah Mowell. We did hear him talk about offensive rebounding, and Springs leads 8-0 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. But certainly that is not the case so far. It's a high pace here from Springs, and that's a bad pass from Smith, and it's taken away. Nice defense from Springs yet again. Ledger is turning up the intensity on the defensive side. Here's Anderson, 3 on the way. This one misses off. Last touched by Grotti, I do believe. Stays with Springs in the corner. Mowell is so difficult to deal with down underneath there, and Grotti, in the midst of boxing him out, wasn't able to collect the rebound. So it's going to be Ben Baker to throw the ball in. And checking into the game, by the way, Caden Krusik. And he's got the ball here between the circles. Looks underneath. Nice cut, John Kuhn. He's got it on the left side, up with the right hand, and the finish. Strong move by John Kuhn. A little fadeaway. He's got 5. And the Ledgers lead by 10. And this is on the floor. And they need a timeout due to the Spartans as Larson almost turned it over. And it's a 10-0 lead. We're going to take the timeout with them. Good start for Springs. They lead it by double figures. We're back with more after this. Stay with us.
Here we go.
Well, after hitting back-to-back threes to start this game, Springs finds themselves up 10 here at Hutter Gymnasium. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by these 4 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. So 10-0 on the Quest Interior scoreboard, 5 of them coming from John Kuhn. And, 2 corner threes from the same corner, in fact. It was Kuhn and Baker who got free down in that left corner. And I'll tell you what, Noah Mowell shot a 3 from the same corner. And that was close to going down, too. So could be more for Springs, but they won't care with how the game has started. Here's Pino trying to respond with a triple of his own. That rebound is fought for by Smith. Backdoor cut. Grotti finds Pino down to the corner. Here's a Smith 3. This one's no good. Long rebound out to Anderson. He wants to run. Out ahead to Mowell. Mowell down the left side of the paint. Goes up for the dunk, it looked like. And he finished. Noah Mowell with a nice finish. And I thought that might have been an and one. But a good refraining of blowing the whistle there, I think, on the far side of the floor. Down in the corner, it's Smith. Smith drives it out. Looks for the backdoor cut. Had a man. It was Farrell for just a brief minute. And Pino dribbles it off his foot. Here's Cash Farrell working on John Kuhn. Farrell down the right side of the floor. Oh, that's a pretty move. And Cash Farrell, as advertised there on that take, and he scores the first points of the night for Laconia. It's a 10-point Springs lead. Ben Anderson down to the high post. Gets it into Mowell. Mowell up with the right hand, and the foul underneath. And Coach Cash did not like that one. Very animated, as they said it was a body foul underneath. And he's going to have his opinion heard there on the far side. 12-2 on the Quest Interior score. I think what he's saying is Mowell does initiate a lot of contact underneath with the body, and maybe that's his point there. Nonetheless, first free throw missed for Mowell. Mowell so far on the season has been pretty solid from the free throw line, all things considered. 67% from the line, and at this level you can't expect guys to – there are not many guys that shoot it above 70, 75%. Cash Farrell does, but he's probably the furthest thing you would say from a normal high school player. He's a special guy. Here's a three ball on the way. That misses, and the rebound fought for. It's going to stay with Laconia. Good positioning that time from Owen Larson, and it looks like Springs might be in a little bit of some sort of zone here, and Springs not necessarily matching up well out of that for the rebounding purposes. Now they're back to man. Bauer passes off one man. It's blank in the corner out to Grotti. Grotti lobs it over to Smith. Smith with a ball fake there, working on Baker. Caught there. Baker, nice pressure. Backdoor cut. Here's a Larson jump shot. Too strong on that one. And the rebound is Cash Farrell's. Farrell turns into Baker. Kicks it out to the corner. Shot fake there. Here's another Larson mid-range pull-up. No good. Owen Larson's had some good looks. Can't get the left-handed jumper to go. Here's a Caden Krusik three. This one goes. It's a Springs onslaught here early, and they're up by 14 points. It's their third three made so far this evening. Here's Grotti. Looks underneath to Farrell. Farrell up with the right hand. No good. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out. Wide open three coming here for Grotti. Tees it up. No good. Rebound fought for. Krusik traveled. Good job by Krusik to get positioning, boxed out, and then kind of one of those where you expect a little bit more contact, and when he went down, not able to brace himself. Pitts and Anderson back in. They'll replace Baker and Mowell. Kuhn stays out on the floor. Here's the nice take from Pino. Can't get it to go yet again. Farrell kicks it out. Ball movement. Ends up here with Smith. He's got a left-handed three. No good. Rebound taken in by Krusik. Here come the Ledgers. Max Bauer, straightaway three, and he can't get it. A little bit short. Rebound fought for and collected by Grotti. Good job boxing out Pitts that time. Here goes Pino. Pino in the air. I'll say this. Laconia leaves their feet on a lot of passes here early on, and there's a turnover. As Smith not able to corral it, he went back door, and a miscommunication turns the ball back over to the Ledgers yet again. Yeah, they just leave their feet, and I was always taught you got to establish that's a travel waiting to happen. Here's Pitts underneath. Nice job by Grotti from behind to get a little bit of a piece of that and not allow Pitts to score. Farrell, Grotti down to the corner. Nice take here from Blank with the runner. Yeah, Blank has it. Nick Blank, the 6-foot junior, comes off the bench. Scores his first points of the night. Here's a take from Kuhn. Shovels it into Pitts. Extra pass to Krusik. He already hit a three. This one's no good. Rebound fought for. And a good block out that time from Smith. No whistle. Laconia has it anyway. Here is Smith. Bounces down to Grotti. Grotti has Pitts on his hip and can't get the floater. These floaters are close for Laconia, but none of them going right now. And Krusik was looking up ahead to Kuhn. Off of Kuhn's foot last, and that's a little bit of a careless turnover that time from the Ledgers. And we're going to see Baker and Mowell back in. Give Kuhn a break, and Krusik's going to leave the game as well. Catch your breath anytime you can. 10:57 to go here in the first half. 16-4 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Good start, hot shooting start from three for Springs. And here's the take from Cash Farrell. Farrell through some contact, bounces out to Grotti. Back to Cash Farrell. Farrell crosses. down the baseline, turns now into the middle of the paint, skip pass over to Pino. Pino on the drive, floater for him, no good. Strong that time from Pino. Here's the outlet pass to Mowell. Mowell, blink and you miss him, up with the right hand, no good. And a foul there on the rebound is Max Bauer, who bumped Grotti. Mowell went strong to the hoop, and I think the Springs fans maybe thought that Mowell was bumped a little bit there going to the rack, but haven't had a ton of whistles so far, and I think that's the kind of games that people like to watch for sure. Here's a crossover from Farrell. Shovels a pass to Pino down to the corner. This is Bonlander, Carter Bonlander into the game, 6'3" junior. And Blank going to try to work on Bauer yet again. Turns once, turns twice, up to the right hand, no good. And a rebound strong from Ben Anderson. And then Pitts comes and clears a couple guys out. Here goes Bauer. Bauer, it just opened up for him down the left side and can't get the little hook shot to go. And Pino's into the front court. Pino crosses and got away with the travel down to the corner. Smith missed the three. Laconia can't hit one to save themselves right now. And the Ledger is trying to take advantage. Leads 12 currently. Bauer into the middle of the paint, kicks it to Anderson. He's got his first look for a three. This one misses. A little bit off to the right for Ben Anderson. Rebound collected by Bonlander. Outlet pass to Pino. Pino hands off to Blank. Blank down the right side of the lane. Nice backdoor cut. Can they find Cash Farrell? There he is. Reverse layup. He made it harder than it had to be. But Ben Baker fouled him and will send him to the free throw line. First trip to the line for Cash Farrell and the first trip to the line for the Ledgers as well. Here about, nearly halfway through this first half. And as I mentioned, Farrell, a 76.5% free throw shooter and got the shooter's touch roll there. He's got 3 of the 5 so far for the Spartans. Good minutes that time from Bauer and Baker. They'll both head to the bench. And the second free throw misses from Farrell, but he gets his own rebound. Farrell, jump shot, fade away, no good. Rebound on the far side was Braden Freund. Freund pushes it up ahead, gets it to John Kuhn. Kuhn on the take. What a pretty move from John Kuhn. And he's got 7. John Kuhn has had a great start to this game on the offensive side of the floor, and he's always good defensively. That was last touched by Springs, and it'll stay with the Spartans. But John Kuhn offensively, much more success than he had a week ago, playing against WLA in that game we were here for. And Springs overall, certainly much better start. 18-5 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. There's a shot from Blank, and the rebound fought for. Farrell can't come up with it, and it ends up with Anderson. Outlet pass to Mowell. Mowell, Euro step through the paint, and he finishes. Noah Mowell's got 7. Kuhn with 7. Mowell with 7. And Laconia thought there was a travel there. I think that was a beautiful Euro step from Noah Mowell. You're not supposed to be able to move that smoothly at that kind of size, don't you think? And a travel, that time from Bonlander. And it's going back the other way. And the frustration's starting to rise here for the Spartans as they got to just kind of cool things off here. They're down by 15 with 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. So Ben Anderson will trot into the front court. You don't walk. Not in this game you don't. Neither team is. Sprint the ball into the front court. Here's Anderson, near side, dribbles on the left side, skip pass down to the corner. Here's a Freund 3. This one comes up short, and Pino collects the board. Pino going to run point here for the Spartans down to the corner. Crossing over here is Bartz, and Bartz caught now, guarded by Kuhn. Gets it into the high post to Keaton Grotti. Running a man off, this is Larson. Larson crosses once, now goes baseline. That's an off-balance pass, and it's taken in by Mowell. Mowell bounces up to Anderson. Anderson with the floater, no good. Rebound on the near side is Noah Mowell, and I think it's a travel, yeah. Just a little bunny hop there from Noah Mowell gives the ball back over to the Spartans. Larson, that time was a little bit off balance. I don't know if he stepped on his own foot. It looked like, he was like tripped going into the corner there, because he had a step on the man who was guarding him. I think it was Anderson last possession as well. Here's Keaton Grotti. Shovels it underneath. And that time waited too long did Blank. He had a free run underneath, and it's going to go back to the Ledgers. Man, that time Nick Blank underneath, and he thought he had a man right on his hip, but it wasn't. It was the classic shot fake, wait for the blow-by. The blow-by never happened. 15-point lead for the Ledgers with 7.5 minutes to go till halftime. And Coach Krieger's going to get some valuable minutes here for Mowell on the bench as well again. Let the big man rest. He's got 7 first-half points. Kuhn also with 7, working at the high post. Instead, the lob over to Freund. As the 1-3-1 being unveiled here for Coach Tash. And I'll tell you what, the 1-3-1 gave Springs a lot of trouble against WLA. We'll see how they do against the Spartans here. Nice shovel pass underneath. And Pitts with the finish. Oh, what a pretty play from John Kuhn. Falling out of bounds to shovel it to his 205-pound junior teammate. Here's a shot blocked by Krusik on Pino, and that time Anderson just a little bit out ahead of Freund. Like the look there, yeah. I think a couple of coaches that time from Springs gave Ben Anderson thumbs up on that, and a couple of claps from Coach Krieger. That's a turnover you'll take, where you're trying to push that ball up the floor, and it's just a fraction out ahead of your teammate. That was a good play. Here is Larson in the corner, hounded by a couple of Springs players. A couple of deflections. Those will go on the block chart right there for Coach Krieger. He loves that. Larson, shot fake there, gets to the high post. This time it rattles home for Owen Larson. His first points of the night coming, about 12.5 minutes into the game. Anderson between the circles. Still a 1-3-1 zone for Laconia. Might be a 2-1-2 as well. It's kind of hard to see. Some sort of zone for Coach Tash. 3 for Freund, and he got it. Braden Freund's first points of the night come in the form of a triple, and that is the 4th 3 of the first half here for Springs. Freund with the chase down got a hand on that, and Larson steals another one in the backcourt. Shot fake, and Larson's got 4 straight for the Spartans. And a timeout here. Who took it? It's a full one taken by the Spartans. So the second one from Laconia. We're going to take another timeout, and we'll be back with more. Stay with us here on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Winfield Homes is a locally owned, custom home building company of over 25 years that prides itself on great service, high quality, and providing the best building experience possible. Owners Jim Boudry and Jason Zellner are there for you every step of the way to ensure that your new home is built just the way you've dreamed it to be. With the same passion that they have for their clients' homes, Jim and Jason are proud supporters of and are personally involved in youth sports programs and are truly committed to their success. Winfield Homes wishes you all the best of luck this season.
Glad to have you back here at Hutter Gymnasium on the campus of St. Mary Springs Academy. Tonight's game is powered in part by Will Sport, sports lighting and control systems made in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. To get started with upgrading your outdoor or indoor sports venue, visit www.willbrands.com. That's www.willbrands.com. 6 minutes to go till halftime. 7 points for both Mowell and Kuhn, and then 4 first-half threes for Springs. That's kind of been the story of the night. And a slow start offensively for the Spartans has this as a Springs 16-point lead here in the first half. 25-9 on the Quest Interior scoreboard as Springs had that one deflected away by Laconia. And it'll be Krusik to trigger it in. He'll throw it to the backcourt where Ben Anderson stands. It's about as least motion as we've seen here in the first half. Anderson staying still for about a second and a half. 5.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Here goes Freund. Between the legs crossover back to John Kuhn. Down to the corner with Freund. He hit a 3 a moment ago. Now he drives the lane. Gets the ball back from Ben Anderson. And good ball movement here from Springs, and a nice defensive set this time from the Spartans. Can they close it out with the rebound? You bet. Keaton Grotti does so. Outlet pass up ahead to Smith. Triggers it up ahead to Larson. Larson looks in the paint and goes himself, and Owen Larson's got 6. So after a slow start for the sophomore, he has grown into this first half. Krusik, like a lightning bolt down the lane, up with the right hand in the response. With Caden Krusik, he's got 5 first half points, and a lead back out to 16. Just under 5 minutes to play first half. Man goes off the screen. Keaton Grotti goes down the right side of the paint, and the rebound is collected by Pitts. Nice strong play by Caden Pitts. And the outlet pass here to Ben Anderson. Anderson turns once, fires cross court down to the corner with Krusik after it touched the hands of John Kuhn. Kuhn in the corner now, and he dribbled it out of bounds. One you would expect John Kuhn, he's just expect him to catch that ball for sure. And Bauer, Mowell, and Baker back onto the floor for the Ledgers here. 4.5 minutes to play first half. 16-point Ledger lead. Drive here from Farrell, who's also back into the game on that last stoppage. And Cash has it right now. Cash Farrell up with the right hand, scoops it. No good. Rebound. Mowell fought for, and Mowell just comes out with it. Stole it away. And down the lane he goes. No shot. It'll be a foul on the floor. And the foul is going to go on Owen Larson. It's just the third team foul and the first for Owen Larson. Coach Tash was thinking that was a push-off. He also thought that was a tie-up. I did too back in the backcourt, but Mowell's just strong enough to pull through it. Rebound here for Mowell offensively, gets it to Kuhn. After a Bauer missed three, Kuhn turns it into a pair. He's got 9 first-half points, and the Ledgers lead by a game-high 18 right now. Backdoor cut from Larson. That's thrown away, is it? No. Yes, it was. I thought it was deflected. Larson threw it off of Krusik, but he was staying out of bounds first. So stays with the Ledgers. And Baker will trot into the front court. Down to Kuhn in the corner. Baker runs through. Good ball movement. Oh, Larson almost picked it off. And last touched by Larson, as Krusik had it go through, or popped over his hands, rather. And going to have Bauer come over here to trigger it in for the Spartans. Baker screens down, trying to get Kuhn free, and he's free out near half court. That's the quarterback to tight end connection you saw so many times in the last couple of years, right? Bauer here, open, left wing three, on the way, got it. Oh, it's a balanced attack for the Ledgers, and it's a 21-point lead. Not sure anyone expected this from this contest this early. Here on the drive, this is Garrett's, and it's taken away. Baker down the lane, he's fouled. Baker will go to the free throw line. And this Ledger crowd is loud right now with a 21-point lead. And Rhett Garrett's picking up a foul. So Baker, who hit a 3 early in this one down in the corner, now heads to the free throw line on the season for Baker. 33% from the free throw line. Baker is 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and now is 1 for 3. Can't blame the 5'10 sophomore for maybe not dominating the free throw attempts. Perhaps. Baker, second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, Mowell again. Finds Baker on the cut. Hook shot, no good. Fought for the rebound, and Bauer's going to pick up a foul. So 0 for 2 that trip for Baker, and Bauer whistled for the foul on the rebound. 3 minutes left in this first half, and it's going to be Cash Farrell to bring the ball into the front court. Starters out there, well, just about out there for Laconia. They also got Bonlander out there, and a nice take and stop pop from Cash Farrell. He's got 5 first half points as well, so 6 for Larson, 5 for Cash Farrell, and 13 points overall for the Spartans, a team that averages close to 80 points per game. And a travel that time from Krusik. Turns things back over to Laconia. Anderson and Pitt's going to come back into the game for the Ledgers. You just don't expect this from Laconia offensively. Just cannot get anything going, and credit to the Ledgers defensively. And also Laconia's just missed some shots for sure. Here's Cash Farrell, uses a double screen, gets the ball down to the corner. Larson wants a corner three. He's starting to heat up. He's got it. Larson matches the game high with John Kuhn. 9 points in this first half now for Owen Larson. Nice cut by John Kuhn, and Kuhn had that one deflected. And Kuhn's limping up the floor a little bit. Hope he's okay. One-handed pass that time from Cash Farrell. It goes off of Ben Anderson's foot, stays with Spartans. And Baker's going to come in for John Kuhn. And certainly hope John Kuhn's okay. I think he landed on a foot down there underneath the the hoop. And he'll go down to one of the best in the biz, Tyler Schwartz down there. And a timeout for Laconia. That's their third timeout here in this first half. And Coach Tash takes it. 30-second timeout. We'll sneak a quick one in with them. Back with more. Stay with us.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 976 East Johnson Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 68 North Main Street. And Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Back here at Hutter, and Coach Tash thought it was worth it there, not get a 5-second call. They got a little bit of momentum. They're down by 16 points, but all things considered, the lead at its biggest was 21 here in this first half, and they got it down to 16 points. Don't want to give a free possession away. I understand that. But he does leave himself with just 2 timeouts. 1:30, 1 full left for Coach Tash there for the Spartans. But I agree. It's a big moment here, kind of an inflection point in this first half. Larson finds Bonlander. He drives left side, kicks it. Here's a 3 on the way. Almost back-to-back. It came up short, and a nice rebound from Ben Anderson. Almost back-to-back that time from Larson. Out ahead from Anderson. Finds Pitts. Anderson. Mowell. Mowell wants a right wing 3. He hasn't hit one yet this year, and it almost went down. Did it for Noah Mowell. He's 0 for 6 now on the season, but a couple of them good. Check that, 0 for 7 on the season for Mowell. He's missed 2 here tonight. Here's Larson. Shovels it to Bonlander. He leaves it short. Offensive rebound, Bonlander. Can't get it to go. Left it short yet again. And Pitts collects the rebound. Lobs it up ahead to Noah Mowell. Mowell crosses once. Skip court pass to Krusik. Down to the corner with Anderson. Nice shot fake there from Ben Anderson. And Baker's going to put the ball on his hip and slow things down with 1.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Coach Tash wants his team to pressure a little bit more. That is what Anderson's facing in the corner with Cash Farrell. Out between the circles is Caden Pitts. Backdoor cut from Krusik. Instead, Pitts drives on the right side. Keaton Grotti working on Mowell. Mowell threw this one away. Straight to Pino. Pino down the right side of the floor. Goes in strong. He's fouled. To the free throw line for Pino. And a good take from the 6'3 junior, who is a good shooter in his own right. He's had some games in his career where he's just simply filled it up for the Spartans. And so there's no doubt about it with Coach Krieger. He'll know that this game is not won yet. Game never is in the first half, right? But a lead that was once 21, now at 15, and certainly feels like Laconia is growing into things offensively, a team that can just explode at any point. Second free throw for Pino, up, and this one misses off the mark, and the rebound collected by Noah Mowell. He's just a vacuum, is Noah Mowell. I'll tell you what, his first step is devastating. And it is on the football field, but even more so, I think it's even more exaggerated out here on the basketball floor, where you see a guy that's 220, you think, okay, well, but watch the guy run the floor. Here, Ben Anderson is trapped by Farrell and Pino. Backdoor cut. Here's Bauer. Got free. 3 on the way. This missed short. And the rebound underneath by Cash Farrell. Farrell triggers it up ahead to Larson. Larson, left wing 3 in transition. This comes up short. Offensive rebound for Grotti. Couldn't get it to go. I think that was touched that time by Mowell. Rebound to Baker. Baker up ahead to Anderson, and Ben Anderson finishes at the other end. Ben Anderson's had a nice first half. Those just his first points, but he's had some good looks up ahead of the floor as well. 17-point lead for the Ledgers restored, 34-17 here in this first half. Under 20 seconds to play in the half. Keaton Grotti looks to the far side with Pino. Back out here to Cash Farrell. Farrell dumps it off to Bonlander. One-handed pass to Pino. He wants a left wing 3. Comes up short with that one. Rebound to Baker. Baker's got 6 seconds to get it into the front court. Crosses over. Hits Bauer with the 3. A little bit strong from Max Bauer. But what a half for the Ledgers of St. Mary's Springs. 34-17, a dominating first half in which they've held a really good offensive team in Laconia to just 17 points. What the Spartans got to get something working, and the Ledgers, they got it working there in that first half. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have our Holiday Automotive halftime show. Also have Taco Bell trivia coming up here during the halftime as well. Hope you'll stay with us. We still got a half of basketball. This one ain't over between the Ledgers and the Spartans. 17-point lead for Springs. We come back with the halftime show after this. Stay with us.
When you can't find answers to your recurring health challenges, it can feel like your health and your future are being held hostage. The Wellness Way is a network of health restoration clinics that think and act differently to solve the health challenges others can't. Here, we disrupt the standard approach to care through a combination of testing, individual plans, and one-on-one guidance, putting your health and your future where they belong, in your own hands.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, come on, show me. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Come here. Come on.
Jackson, are you going to come over here?
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. The design and selections perfectly crafted for you. With access to hundreds of floor plans, they start by getting to know you and your unique needs. Then, with budget, layout, and family in mind, Smith Builders design partners will hand select the best options, customizing them to fit your precise needs. The process continues in their showroom and partner galleries, where you're guided through the products and fixtures on display, customizing each selection in your new home. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
Halftime here between Springs and Laconia. And it was all Springs in the first half. 34-17 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. This is your Holiday Automotive halftime show. Holiday Automotive. It's worth the trip. And my goodness, it doesn't take long to add up the Laconia offensive statistics. And I'll tell you, man, we can't keep track of everything, right? But I'm not so sure that turnovers don't start to get close to adding up to their point total in that first half. At times, it was not good for Laconia. It took them a long time to score their first points of the game. At one point, the lead for Springs was 21 points in this one, down to 17 points. It's down to, yeah, I say that. Still a 17-point lead for the Ledgers here at halftime. Owen Larson led things for Laconia. In fact, he's got tie for a game high here with John Kuhn, but Larson had 9 points in the first half. Cash Farrell, Springs able to hold him to just 5 first-half points. Ethan Pino with 1, Nick Blank with 2, and they held Keaton Grotty and Camden Smith scoreless. Grotty averages 13 points per game, and Smith averages 9.7 points per game. So and so far have not been able to get on the scoreboard yet. So certainly looks like the game being played how Springs wants to, and defensively they got something working here. And Coach Krieger's only going to build on that, you would expect, coming up here at halftime. So onus certainly on Coach Tash and his crew, trying to get things going, offensively, and they did there as the half wore on. They were playing equal to Springs, but they just spotted Springs about a 20-point lead. Ben Baker in that first half had 3 points for the Ledgers, 2 for Ben Anderson, 3 for Max Bauer, 2 for Caden Pitts, 3 for Braden Freund, 5 for Caden Krusik, and then the 2 leaders for the Ledgers, as it has been all season long, 7 for Noah Mowell, and as I mentioned, 9 for John Kuhn. He is tied with Owen Larson for the game high with those 9 points. All that leads up to a 34-17 Springs lead here, and the team's still in the locker rooms talking about it right now. Taco Bell trivia. Order your favorite Taco Bell menu items online. Pick them up at the drive-thru at all Taco Bell Fond du Lac locations. Taco Bell, live Mas. All right, you gotta have some knowledge of both of these teams to get this one right. Last season in the Flyway First Team All-Conference Awards, 3 players from these 2 schools were on the first team. I'll give you a hint. 1 Laconia player, 2 Springs players on the first team All-Conference. If you know that, email us at rpvideosports@gmail.com, rpvideosports@gmail.com, and email your answer in. We'll keep that open here until we have a winner. Who were the 3 names, 1 Laconia name, 2 Springs names, that were the first team all-conference selections for these 2 programs a season ago? We're going to take another timeout. Got Laconia returning to the floor. We'll have second half tip when we return. That coming up next when we come back on Radio Plus Info. Stay with us.
Hi, this is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. As an estimator, moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. It's all of your goods on the move or in storage, and you want it cared for, whether it's moving their business, building a new home, moving out of state, moving across town. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac, making your move and storage of goods simple. Guess what? We are hiring at Dufresne Moving and Storage for labor and driving positions. Stop in at 800 Morris Street for an application and interview. Stop now.
Will Sport by Wisconsin Lighting Lab. Sports lighting and control systems made in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Will Sport, a premium sports lighting system. Factory direct application and product support along with its full line of complete LED lighting solutions will transform your athletic facility to the next level. Create an unforgettable fan and player experience. To get started with upgrading your outdoor or indoor sports venue, visit willbrands.com.
Back here at Hutter, just about ready for tip, here for the second half. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by these 4 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, they're making sense of investing. A 17-point lead there in the first half. or here at halftime, I should say, for the Ledgers over the Spartans. Can Laconia get something rolling here? They'll have the ball to start things and a chance to maybe continue to try to cut into this big Springs lead. And it'll start here with Smith. Smith between the circles, catching way out here, and that has been a nice job here from Springs. And Springs in the 2-3 zone right now. Gets it to Grotti, does the Spartans, down to Farrell. Farrell wide open. Instead passes it up, gets it down to the corner. Larson, 3, rattled around. Almost looked like that John Kuhn 3 that dropped. This one doesn't, though. In transition, here comes Ben Baker. Crosses over, down to the corner. Ben Anderson, triple on the way. This one misses off to the right. Rebound is long and out to Ben Baker. Baker resets things with Anderson. Anderson down the lane. Jump stops there. Tipped away on the pass from Anderson. Looking for Pitts. Here's Pino fouled. And Pino will go to the free throw line. Farrell was following the play up. Certainly would have had a free layup, but instead Pino to the charity stripe. Not many fouls there in the first half, and certainly no one in foul trouble at this point in time either. Good thing for both of these teams, and a good thing for the spectacle as well. Pino well strong on this one. Pino coming into the game was 0 for 1. Check that, 2 for 6 from the line. And he's started off here 1 for 3. So that checks out, I suppose. And a nice rebound here on the miss from Noah Mowell. And Mowell into the front court with Baker. 17 minutes to play. Still looking for our first points from either team here in this second half. As Kuhn backdoor cuts Farrell and Anderson replaces. Caden Pitts and a nice cut through from Anderson. Pitts hands off to Kuhn. Kuhn to the middle of the paint. Kicks it out. Baker wants a right wing 3. This one strong from Ben Baker, and the rebound is long out to Smith. He's into the front court on the right side. Hesitation dribble. Down the lane. Goes baseline. Kicks it to Larson. Larson shot fake there and missed it short. Rebound tipped out. Last touch by Larson. Good job that time by Springs. And I think it was, not sure if it was Anderson. It might have been Kuhn underneath there, who did not fall for the ball fake there from Owen Larson and kept him between, or stayed between he and the hoop. Underneath pass here to Pitts. It came from John Kuhn, and Pitts with a strong move. Caden Pitts scores the first points of the second half, and it's 36-17 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Here goes Cash Farrell. Farrell down the paint, step back, kicks it out to Grotti. Grotti looks underneath to Larson, batted away. Careful down there, camera operators. Holy smokes, that was swatted away that time from Ben Anderson. Looked like a DB. He is. Nice pass from Larson into Smith. Good cut. And Camden Smith has his first points here in the second half. 36-19. Taking here is John Kuhn. Left it short. Offensive rebound, Mowell. Mowell finishes. After the offensive board, Mowell's up to 9 points. Laconia wants to run. Here's Pino. Dribbled it off his own foot. Back over to Springs it goes. And the turnovers just keep coming for the Spartans, who trail by 19 points. And here comes Nick Blank. Blank's going to replace Pino. And it's going to be still man-to-man here for Laconia. At least that's what it looks like here early in this second half. Down to the corner with Anderson. Yeah, man-to-man defense. John Kuhn. Kuhn catches down to Pitts. Good cut by Anderson. He was free. Pitts just a touch late on the pass, and Springs stays patient, as you can be with the 19-point lead. This is Mowell between the circles. Top of the key. Now drives on the right side, up with the right hand, and good. Beautiful take from Noah Mowell. Powers through the contact and finishes at the rim. 21-point lead for the Ledgers. This ties their biggest lead of the night. Keaton Grotti is fouled by Pitts. And Keaton Grotti has his first points of the night. Camden Smith, we mentioned this at halftime. Smith averages almost 10 points per game. Keaton Grotti averages 13 points per game. And neither had scored in that first half. Both of them score here early in the second half. So after making that, Grotti, who's a 60% free throw shooter, steps to the line and drains it. Grotti's got his first 3 points. 15-20 to go in the game. Anderson catches in the corner. Mowell establishes there, working on Grotti. That's a fun matchup underneath there. I would say Mowell's probably just about gotten the better of it so far, and Little contact there and a steal for Cash Farrell. Farrell to the hoop, blocked by Mowell. Mowell with the chase down. And Kuhn looks up ahead. A lot of contact, and Mowell's going to pick up a foul. He knocked Larson down as Larson able to pick up a steal. And, careful here with Coach Tash. Coach Tash doesn't like something, and he's having a conversation. The foul was on Mowell. And this is an animated discussion from both the official and Coach Tash. Laconia's got the basketball, so I'm not sure if that was from a previous play or what that was for. So we continue here with Cash Farrell. Farrell with the one-hand pass down to the corner. This is Smith. Smith hounded by Baker. Baker bounces and collected there from Keaton Grotti. Down to the corner once again with Smith. And Baker just doing a tremendous job defensively. And we're going to get I believe we're going to get a bench warning and a technical foul. They're getting a tech there on one of the bench coaches for Laconia. Okay. So there was a warning and then a very quick trigger, and Coach Tash wants an explanation. He's getting it right now from two different officials over there trying to explain what one of the assistants said. Not sure what that would have been, but it's going to be a technical foul. And Ben Anderson's going to walk up to the free throw line. And by the way, we got an answer to our trivia question. We'll address that in a second. We got pressing needs here as one of the bench coaches for Laconia has been teed up. Anderson steps up to the line and hits the first one. Ben Anderson shoots it at a 57% clip. It's not the highest on the team, but coaches have a lot better information from practice than we have from games on free throw shooting, especially when it's a small sample size early in the season, for sure. So not only is that a technical, you get 2 free throws for Ben Anderson, and it's effectively a turnover as well for Laconia. They had the basketball, and just a little bit of contact in the corner, and it turns into 2 points and the ball for the Ledgers. Here goes Kuhn down to the corner. Baker wants a 3, left it short. Rebound fought for and taken in by Cash Farrell. Fires a pass up ahead here. This is Smith. Smith trailing. Farrell, 3 on the way. Got it. Cash Farrell with his first second half points, and he's got 8 tonight. 42-25, 17-point Springs lead. Ben Anderson wants to respond with a 3 of his own, and he does. Ben Anderson hits it, and he turns straight to the far side student section with the 3 in the air. Down underneath, Keaton Grotti shuffles it there. Bondlander kicks it out. Blank wants a triple, missed it. Rebound, and Mowell's got it. Mowell tried to dribble too quick, dribbled it off of Farrell. Farrell gets his hand, deflects it. There is Grotti, and Keaton Grotti finishes. Big scramble there, and a little bit of a scrum in the backcourt. Turns into 2 for the Spartans. 13:43 to go, and an offensive foul coming here, and I believe this is on Noah Mowell. It is. Noah Mowell picks up the offensive foul, goes back the other way. Fourth team foul on Springs, and just the second on Noah Mowell. Caden Krusik going to come in, and I got to imagine, there goes Noah Mowell to the bench. 13:42 to go. Want to let you know in the post game we're going to have winning coach and some players. And that's all part of our Fox Valley Savings Bank post game show. Plenty of basketball left to be played. Don't let the scoreboard fool you. This Laconia team can get it going offensively in a hurry. Grotti misses this one. Tapped out by Mowell. Actually, Mowell did stay in after that. I thought he was walking to the bench. He almost kind of had the guilty look on his eye, like he was going to come out. Farrell's got an offensive rebound and a putback. He's up to 10 points. First Spartan into double figures is Cash Farrell. Here's Kuhn, shovels it off. Krusik looks down to the corner with Baker. Baker is fouled. And more frustration from the Laconia players as Blank caught the arm that time of Krusik as he drove the lane. 16-point lead for the Ledgers with 13:07 to go. Now Pitts comes in, and now Mowell leaves. Baker between the circles, behind the back dribble. This one's poked away, and it's stolen by Smith. Krusik able to get back, and Krusik, good hands by Caden Krusik. He stole it away on the block from Camden Smith, excuse me. Blank hounded this time down in the corner. Blank skip pass after going baseline. Ends up with Grotti. Keaton Grotti back down underneath to Blank. Tries to shovel one through here to Bonlender, and it goes back over to Springs. Good. That was Jack Holtzman, who's getting his first minutes of the night and did a nice job defensively. 12:45 to go tonight. And Baker's into the front court. Timeout for Coach Krieger. It's just the 30-second, but we're going to take it with him. Big Ledger lead right now. It's at 16. We're back with more after this. Stay with us.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Back here at Hutter, tonight's game powered in part by Will Sport. Sports lighting and control systems made right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. To get started upgrading your outdoor or indoor sports venue, visit www.willbrands.com. www.willbrands.com. Got a winner to our Taco Bell halftime trivia. Gavin Jans, Lucas Ramaker, and Jaden Grotti. That's correct. Those all three first teamers from these two schools, joined by Sam Lair, Mitchell McCarty, who was player of the year from Campbell Sport, and Addison Middlestat from Mayville. That was the first team last year for the Flyway Conference. 6 first-teamers in basketball. Try playing 6 in a real game and tell me how that goes for you. This one's going to be tied up, and it'll stay with the Ledgers on the near side. 12:22 to go on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. 45-29, 16-point lead for Springs. And I would say ever since about the 8-minute mark or so in the first half, this has been a back-and-forth even game. But the Ledgers just jumped all over Laconia. That's been the story tonight. If you're just joining us, it was a quick start for the Ledgers where they hit 4 threes in about the first 12 minutes or so of the game. And Laconia pretty much spotted with shaky offense, pretty much spotted the Ledgers 20 points. And here's a foul on the block. And Garrett's picks up the foul. It's his first. Block charge call, always a difficult one. And every time a block charge call is made, half the people love it, half the people hate it. Just how it goes. Here's Bauer, hounded by Farrell. Finds Holtzman here. Down to the corner. Here's a 3. John Kuhn missed it short. Tapped out last off of Caden Pitts. And it goes back over to the Laconia Spartans. Walking back onto the floor is Noah Mowell. Mowell has 11 points. He is the only Springs player in double figures so far, despite their 16-point lead. Here's Bonlender. Drives baseline. One-handed pass. Thrown away. You know, I've also note of things that you note throughout a game, the amount of one-handed passes that Laconia makes is baffling. Quite a few of them. And done a better job of keeping their feet this half, that's for sure. But they've turned the ball over quite a bit. Here is Bauer trying to collect the errant Caden Pitts pass, and Bauer was standing out of bounds. And also kind of a weird-looking possession that time. Kuhn and Bauer were standing in the same spot. And just like on a football field, you would say someone ran the wrong route, right? Probably. On the far side, this is Schultes, Sawyer Schultes. Looks down to Keaton Grotti. Cutting is Cash Farrell. Farrell has it on the right block. Gets it back out to Grotti. Short corner. Jumper is good. Keaton Grotti has 7 points, all of them coming here in the second half. Caden Pitts drives the right side. Kicks it back out. Ben Anderson crosses over. Good ball movement down to the corner with Kuhn. Kuhn inside to their main man, Noah Mowell. When things aren't going good, give it to 21 on the block. And Mowell gets fouled. And Bonlander picks up the foul. Mowell to the free throw line for the second time tonight. He's 1 for 2. First free throw, good. He does not have, I mean, like we said, he hasn't hit a 3 this year. Came in 0 for 5. He's missed both threes tonight. Only shoots, well, he shoots it at a 67% clip from the line. Like, number one, a guy at 220 shouldn't be able to move like that, but two, he's got a good free throw stroke. He's got a good shooting stroke. Does Noah Mowell, and he is a handful for the Springs. Here is Farrell. Farrell, Euro step through, left it short. Hounded that time, it was John Kuhn. Here is Max Bauer. Bauer with the shot fake down the left side, scoops it up and scores. Beautiful take from Max Bauer, and the lead for the Ledgers back up to 18 points. Here's the take from Schultes. Pivots in the paint. Bonlander has it. Stolen away by Bauer. Oh, poked away. Not stolen. And Keaton Grady picked it up and finished it. Grady's got 9. 9 for him and 11 for Farrell. Otherwise, not a ton to speak of in this half specifically. In the first half, it was Owen Larson who was the hot hand. He had 9 in the first half. That's thrown away by the Ledgers yet again. Careful down there. And, yeah, you got to be almost lost an announcer down there. Careful now. If Noah Mowell comes down, you best get out the way, because if you run into him, yeah, there you go. Get that set, Coach. Coach Krieger is a part-time custodian, I guess. That's a good job there, helping out the PA guy as Laconia plays on. Here's Cash Farrell. Farrell crosses, step back, 3, missed it. And the long rebound to Keaton Grady. Grady throws it up, careful there, tipped away by Max Bauer. Bauer, baseline, and he's fouled by Schultes. And it'll be an underneath inbounds play for Laconia. Excuse me, for Springs. And got to get everything reset there after the collision with Mowell. Baker comes back in, Krusik in, Anderson in, for the Ledgers. Here is Ben Anderson, right wing 3 on the way, looks off, is off, and Mowell tipped the rebound, but it goes straight to Schultes. Saved on the far side, Cash Farrell. Farrell behind the back dribble, crosses once, crosses twice. Gets the ball here near side. Bounce pass down underneath, good move, Keaton Grady on the floor. Underneath inbounds coming. Laconia is very frustrated, so much so that even on the good calls, or even on the calls that go their way, they feel like they aren't going their way, right? Because that would have been a bucket that time from Keaton Grady. Here goes Grady down the middle of the paint, stops and floats, hits it. He's got 11 points. He's the second Spartan into double figures. He joins Farrell with 11. And there's a steal. Triggering it out ahead, Keaton Grady. Grady running the floor well, up with the left hand, missed it. Offensive rebound, Schultes, and he's fouled on the floor as well. Caden Pitts picks up another foul. That'll be number 4 on Caden Pitts, if I got my numbers correct. It is. And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Krieger. Just wants to calm things down. We'll take it with him. Right now, the Ledgers lead by 14. Stay with us.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops, with most installed by next week and completed in just one day. And because we fabricate our countertops in-house, you can buy direct and save money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, Springs and Laconia. And Springs has a 14-point lead. I'll tell you what, Laconia just slowly but surely, and some of this is kind of seems like it's being missed because of, Laconia and their disdain for some of the calls here in this game. But they've actually cut into a lead here. It's 49-35 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Nice take, Schultes. And Sawyer Schultes has his first bucket of the night. And it's just a 12-point game. And this game, like we've said it multiple times, you got to stick around here because Laconia can go on runs, and they're on one right now here to cut this thing down to a 12-point lead. Trying to get it underneath to Mowell. Anderson catches top of the key. I think there's a concerted effort to get Mowell a touch here on this possession. Down to the corner with Bauer. Bounces down underneath to Mowell, and he's held by Carter Farrell. Keaton Grady. You're like thinking, where do you get Carter Farrell? One of the talented seniors from a year ago, along with Jaden Grady. Underneath inbounds after the foul. Just number 2 that time on Keaton Grady. And a kick out here to Anderson. Anderson, right wing 3. Got it! That's a huge 3 from Ben Anderson. And he has 8 really important second half points here for the Ledgers. Here's a Sawyer Schultes 3. Looks short. It is short. Last touched off the arm of Cash Farrell. And it'll be Bauer and the Ledgers coming back the other way. So it's a 15-point lead. At its biggest, it was 21. And here in the second half, cut to as few as 12. It was just a couple of minutes ago, and Ben Anderson was out of bounds, coming back the other way. It's Laconia basketball with 8 minutes and 11 seconds to play. The Spartans got to go and got to get this, try to tighten this thing up, certainly. Here's Cash Farrell. They've done a nice job, have the Ledgers, and a foul on Max Bauer. Bauer picks it up, and that's bonus time now. So free throws on every foul from here on out, and it sends a really, really good free throw shooter to the free throw line. Farrell's just 1 of 2 from the line tonight, but he shoots it at a 76.5% clip, which, by the way, at this level is tremendous. At any level, you'd take 77%, right? Here's Farrell. First free throw is pure. 6 second half points for Cash Farrell, up to 12. Check that, 11 points on the evening. Couple of rhythm dribbles for him. Second one looks pure, and it is. That is such a good-looking free throw shot. Such a good-looking free throw shot. And he doesn't shoot that many threes. But he certainly has the jumper to do so. And Schultes, oh, man, he thought about letting it go out of bounds, kept it in, and threw it off his own feet. Here is Noah Mowell, drives the right side, hangs in the air, threw it away. Stole by the Laconia. Here goes Schultes down the lane. Farrell blocked! No. Do we have a foul or do we have goaltending? We'll see. Is it goaltending or is it a foul? No, they're going to get a foul. It can't be 23. It can't be 23. He's not on the floor. It's got to be 21. Got to get that right if you're the officiating crew here. Has to get it right. 21. 23 wasn't on the floor. Oh, no, it is goaltending. We're getting confirmation here. The PA said it was good. The referee said it was 2 points. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So Farrell got the basket. They got to get the foul right here. It was on Noah Mowell. You can't say it was on Pitts. He wasn't on the floor. You got to get that right. Well, Pitts is on the floor now, but I thought he came in. You'd have to go back and rewind that. I believe Pitts was off the floor when the foul happened. Okay, well, they're trying to straighten this thing out. 52-41 for the time being. We'll give Cash Farrell the points for until we hear otherwise. Farrell's still standing at the line. He thought he was fouled, and it should have been. He thought it should be an and one. Oh man, this is where we need a microphone down to the court. It looks like it was just a goaltend, no foul. No foul, just a goaltend. So then they got to fix up on the board. It should just be 2 fouls then for Mowell. All right, let's get this thing. Let's get this thing going. I say Too early. All right, so let's recap. Cash Farrell goes up for the shot. It was goaltended by Noah Mowell. They called a foul initially on Noah Mowell, or they registered the foul on Mowell. They just wiped that foul off. So Mowell, to my knowledge, has 2 fouls. It still says 3 on the scoreboard, but my stats say 2. Let's hope we don't have to revisit that, and that's not a point of contention. The bucket is good. Farrell is up to 9 second-half points. He's got 14 for the night, 7:35 to go, and it's an 11-point Ledger lead. Here's Caden Pitts. He's fouled, and Pitts will go to the free throw line for the Ledgers. All of that, are you satisfied? Was that good enough? Do you know what's going on? Because I'm not sure I do. So Pitts goes to the charity stripe with 7.5 minutes to go, and an 11-point lead on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Pitts missed the front end. Offensive rebound. Mowell kicks it out. Anderson hit a couple of big threes. That time shot fake down the right side. Can't get it to go. And the rebound is fought for. Mowell will go to the free throw line as Schultes fouled him. And Laconia, we talked about it in the keys to the game. Would they be able to deal with Noah Mowell and the Ledgers rebounding-wise? And Mowell's gotten some huge offensive boards here tonight. And that one as big as any of them. Then he got fouled. So the foul was on the rebound, so it's 1-and-1 bonus. Mowell's front end, good. You know, I said this last week. I think bonus free throws are such a momentum-shifting event, right? Like if you hit that front end, even if you go 1 for 2, Mowell doesn't even bother hitting the rim. He is 5 for 6 tonight from the charity stripe. Ben Anderson continues his fine performance by batting that one into the stands. Another deflection to go down for the Ledgers as they have a 13-point lead. But even if you just hit the front end of the 1-and-1, even if you only go 1 for 2, it just seems like a momentum play where if you miss that, man, now you just left the possession empty and you didn't even give yourself a chance. Farrell has it poked away by Kuhn, gets it back on the near side, ends up on the far side there and poked away by Pitts. It was Garrett's who almost had that one poked away, and here comes Pino. Coming in for Garrett's. And Ethan Pino, see if the Spartans can get him going. He has just a point here tonight, and he's a guy that averages 9.3 points per night. This one is batted away, ends up with Pino down to Schultes, and he recollects. This is Blank between the legs dribble. Gets it back to Sawyer Schultes. Schultes down the right side to the paint. Can't get it to go. And the rebound with Mowell. Mowell wants to run. Up ahead to Kuhn. Kuhn to the rack, and he finishes. John Kuhn waited a while to get his first second-half points, but he got him there, and he's over the double-digit mark. He's got 11. Down to the corner. Blank drives, spins into the paint. Travel. And it goes back over to the Ledgers on a turnover with Blank. 6 minutes and 41 seconds left, and the lead for the Ledgers, back out to 15 points. The Ledgers had cut it Told you this was going to happen. Laconia had cut it to 11 points. Here's John Kuhn. Back-to-back buckets for Kuhn. The senior captain, 4 big points on back-to-back possessions. He's up to 13 points and the lead back to 17. Here is Farrell. Farrell with the response for Laconia. And he's up to 11 second-half points. He's got 16 tonight. Here's Ben Baker. Baker crosses, gets it to Anderson. Ben Anderson down the lane, left that short. Rebound with Grotti. Grotti wants to run. He's got Farrell out ahead of him. Pitches it to Cash Farrell. Step back, turns it to Schultes. Top of the key to Blank. Head fake there, and you thought he might have traveled again. Instead, it's an offensive foul. John Kuhn took it. It's a big stretch here from John Kuhn. Back-to-back buckets, and then comes down and takes the charge. How's that for a captain? 15-point lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. 5:54 to play. Just to kind of recap some things, Ben Anderson, you got to give him a ton of credit here in this second half. It took a while to get Noah Mowell and John Kuhn going in the second frame, and as that was happening, they got 8 points, a couple of big threes in short order from Ben Anderson, and that really kept the Spartans at arm's length. I mean, it would have been about a 6 or 8 point game had he not hit those big threes. Here goes Kuhn again, down to the corner, caught there by Baker. Ben Baker's just been steady as usual for Springs, only 3 points, but has run the show in many ways. Here's John Kuhn, out to Mowell. Good ball movement down to Anderson. Shot fake there, he's working on Blank. Goes baseline, cuts across, gets it to Baker. He's wide open, 3 on the way, missed it. And the rebound on the far side taken in by Blank. Blank lobs it over near side here, Pino. Pino, step back, no. He thought about the 3, and Grotti cuts to the short corner, down underneath to Blank. Blank with a smooth move, but he missed the reverse layup short. 58-43, still a 15-point Springs lead behind the back from Ben Anderson. Anderson into the front court working on Pino. Gives it to Caden Pitts. Pitts down the right side, lobs it across. I think that was intended for Mowell. Ends up with Anderson in the corner. Mowell was cutting to the hoop. And here goes Anderson, and he is fouled by Pino. Anderson will go to the free throw line. And that is the 9th team foul on Laconia. So it'll just be 1 and 1, I do believe. Oh, no, I missed one in there. That is number 10. So 2 shots coming here for Ben Anderson. 4 minutes and 49 seconds to go. Anderson at the line. He is a 57% free throw shooter. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Make it 3 for 3. He shot those technical free throws. And Coach Tash would like a timeout. And after some fanfare, he got the timeout. Full timeout, we're going to take it. Check that, 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with him. Stay with us. Back here at Hutter, High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by these 4 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Thought it was a full timeout that was motioned by Coach Tash, but instead it was a 30. So there is 1 full left for the Spartans.
1 shot for Ben Anderson.
And Anderson back to the free throw line for his second of the 2 shots. Couple of rhythm dribbles for Anderson. Puts it up and rattles around. No good. Keaton Grotti couldn't grab the rebound. Stays with the Ledgers. And that's the night it's been for Laconia. Too many of those where they've gotten position and not been able to grab the rebound or haven't gotten position at all. And the rebounding game was a big part of it. Here's John Kuhn, back cut for Bauer. Bauer back to Anderson. Shot fake for Anderson as he probes. And good ball movement, good patience. John Kuhn drives middle paint, kicks it out. And Bauer threw this one straight away, and it's taken away by Larson. Larson's been quiet this half after having some fireworks in the first. Here's a 3. Got it for Camden Smith. And he's got 5 second half points, and it's back down to a 13-point contest. Baker trots into the front court. And Laconia starting to play passing lanes a little bit more here. Bauer fires this one. Careful, Ben Anderson. One-handed pass poked away. Last touch by Cash Farrell. Good job by Kuhn to pull his hand back last second there and not turn that thing over. And good defense likewise by Cash Farrell. 13-point lead for the Ledgers on the Quest Interiors scoreboard with just 4 minutes and 14 seconds left. Here's Ben Baker, the sophomore. You know, we talk a lot about Larson and Farrell, sophomores, and you almost don't think about it with Ben Baker because he's just so calm. I mean, you don't with Farrell either. Here's a take. Pitts, count the basket, and the foul. Caden Pitts up to 6 points here tonight, and he goes to the free throw line to try to add another. He's 0 for 1 at the stripe tonight, but a 15-point lead and a chance to build on it here from the free throw line. And the 6-foot junior banks it in. And it's been an opposite kind of night for Laconia, but when you're banking free throws in, you know you got a little extra there. Here's Larson on the take, missed it. Nice job by Pitts defensively to contest. John Kuhn was running the floor. Instead, Mowell shovels it over, and Anderson will set things up, slow things down a little bit. Again, as you would expect, up 16 points. Pitts looking for Kuhn, had it stripped. Here's Pino, bounce pass. Keaton Grady with the bank. Grady has 13 points. And he's had a nice second half, I'll tell you. It took him a while to get going here tonight, and that's partially why Springs has the lead that they do. And Ben Baker's going to go to the free throw line here. And double bonus the rest of the way, so 2 free throws for Baker. Let's see, Baker this year just 1 for 4 from the free throw line, so not a ton of success for Ben Baker, and he missed that one as well. 0 for 3 tonight. 3 minutes and 25 seconds away from Springs handing Laconia their second conference loss after just 3 games. The preseason pick to win the conference, and that misses for Baker as well. Saved by Mowell between the legs to Pitts, who finds Kuhn, who finishes it at the rim, plus the foul. John Kuhn, 6 second-half points. And he'll go to the free throw line to try to make it 7. He's got 15 tonight. And John Kuhn, oh man, what a big momentum play. Mowell to Kuhn. Well, Mowell to Pitts, then to Kuhn, and John Kuhn finishes off the 3-point play. Oh, that's a backbreaker for Laconia. Here comes Smith. Floater for him. Way strong. Near side rebound. Taken in by Anderson. Ben Anderson crosses over. Trapped by Pino in the backcourt. And here's a foul here by Larson. And Baker goes back to the free throw line. So Ben Baker, after he got hit pretty good by Owen Larson here on this near side. Larson didn't think so. Not many players that do, I'll say that. 65-48 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. A lead for the Ledgers that is nearing once again their largest lead of the night, which was 21. It's currently at 17, make it 18. Ben Baker makes his first free throw of the night. He is 1 for 5, but again, just steady Eddie. Talking about Ben Baker. Couple of rhythm dribbles at the charity stripe, and this free throw looks better. 2 for 6 from the line tonight, but we'll gloss over that. He's got 5 points, and he's handled the ball tremendously well for Coach Krieger's crew. This one, tough pass here to the corner. Smith wants a 3, no good. And Kuhn, just pushed off Farrell there underneath, and it'll stay with the Spartans. Actually, it'll be a 1-and-1 bonus on the rebound. 8th team foul, unless they call that a player control foul, which they may. Nope, they're going to get the 1-and-1 bonus. I think that's correct. First free throw for Cash Farrell. This one misses. Offensive rebound, Grady. And he missed the hook shot. And Caden Krusik able to collect the rebound. He's into the front court. Lobs one dangerous past Ben Anderson. And Anderson, he's hounded by a couple of Spartans and a foul. As they say, the Laconia player was into the Ledger space. And there goes Anderson back to the free throw line where he's 3 for 4 tonight. Coming up in the post game, we will have our Fox Valley Savings Bank post game show. And we got plenty of stuff to get through in the post game, so I hope you'll stick around with us for it. We'll try to get Coach Krieger and one of the players of the game. I suspect maybe John Kuhn and or Noah Mowell will be up here perhaps, as Ben Anderson misses the front end of the double bonus here. And Farrell and Grade go to the bench. And I would suspect that probably means their night is over as the lead swells all the way back up to 20 points for Springs in a dominant game here. 2.5 minutes left in the game, and Larson has that one poked away. And a timeout granted to Springs after Mowell steals it. So a timeout. We'll take it with them. Come back with more. 30 seconds after this. Stay with us.
Add more joy to your holiday season and connect with the road in a new Mazda with standard all-wheel drive. Like the versatile, invigorating Mazda CX-5 Select, now $369 per month. Come be our guest. Get more Mazda for your money, more for your trade, and say yes to award-winning hospitality.
You can count on their genuine guest care and no pressure. It's real.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Mazda, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Tonight's game is powered in part by Will Sport, sports lighting and control systems made right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. To get started with upgrading your outdoor or indoor sports venue, visit www.willbrands.com. 68-48 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Just a 30-second timeout taken there from Coach Krieger. And into the front court, here comes Ben Baker. Baker hands off to Anderson down the right side of the floor, and I think patience is going to be the name of the game here for Springs late in this one. Baker looks out to Kuhn, and a timeout. We're going to keep it here just because I'm wondering if this is just a substitution timeout. No, they're going to take the timeout, so we're going to take it with them. Back with more. Stay with us on.
When you can't find answers to your recurring health challenges, it can feel like your health and your future are being held hostage. The Wellness Way is a network of health restoration clinics that think and act differently to solve the health challenges others can't. Here, we disrupt the standard approach to care through a combination of testing, individual plans, and one-on-one guidance, putting your health and your future where they belong, in your own hands.
I would say the best part about our relationship with Bristol Morgan is the fact that they are local and they actually are there when we need them to be. They're very responsive and they do a great job for us, so we keep coming back. I mean, you need a lending partner that's going to be there when you need them. We've had a lot of growth over the last 15 years and specifically in the last 5. Bristol Morgan has always been here to help us find our way to that next level.
Back here at Hutter, Jordan King with you. Glad to have you along on Radio Plus Info.com. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in this one. Spring's going to win it, and they're going to move to 2-1 in the flyway and 3-1 on the season. And Laconia going to drop to 2-2 and start off their flyway, what they thought maybe championship season. Started off 1-2 in the conference. A close win against Mayville, and then losses now to Amro and Springs. This one is stolen in the backcourt by Garretts. Looks up ahead. Down the lane goes Schultes, down to the corner. Shot fake there, back out to Garretts. Uses a couple of screens, lobs one in there, and a steal. Good job there by Holtzman, and good balance, too, to stay in bounds with $1:43 to go. Out here between the circles, that was Jack Vandersanden, and another turnover. No, poked away. Good hustle that time from Tate Schufs. And he picks it up into the front court. Gets the ball down to Holtzman. Shot fake there by Holtzman. This is Braden Freund down to the corner. 3-ball here for Schufs. Missed it. And a rebound. Nice strong rebound that time by Schultes. And to take here, good bounce pass underneath, blocked by Freund. Noah Gielen was going to the hoop, and that's not a fair fight. The 5'10 Gielen blocked by Braden Freund, the 6'2", 185-pound junior guard. Oh, they list him as a guard. Braden Freund doesn't look like a guard now, and he's going to be replaced by Miles Roosh. 20-point lead for Springs, minute 9 left. Down to the corner, and a little nice inbound set here. Ends up with a corner 3. That one missed that time from Sam Bartz. Long rebound out to Vandersanden. He goes down the left side, had it poked off his own knee, and it goes back over to Laconia. Nice job in transition defensively. 57 seconds left in this one. And walked into the front court here from Schultes. So Laconia will kind of try to regroup. This is a deep 3, and it's good from Caden Masteller. And I'll tell you what, he averaged 6 points a game coming into this one, and did not see him this evening very much until this point in time. Rebound is taken in this time from Laconia, and Jack Vanderson then gets his hand in the passing lane and gets the steal. Down the lane goes Holtzman, and a nice rebound on the miss that time. Once again from Bartz. Bartz up ahead here to Garrett's. Garrett's nice pass to Schultes. Schultes works in the middle of the paint. Up and under move on the right side. Can't get it to go. Nice rebound by Holtzman. That's going to do it here as this clock ticks to 0. A statement victory is a little bit of an understatement to say that here tonight. 68-51 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Wow, what a performance from the Ledgers. A 17-point win. And that's the way that you reestablish yourself after a big conference loss last Thursday. This is how you respond if you are the Ledgers. And for the Spartans, that's a 2-game losing streak in the Flyway Conference. We're going to take a timeout when we come back. Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Make sure you stick around for that. We're going to have Coach Krieger, player, maybe a couple of players. All of that comes up when we return. Stay with us.
At our store, it's about the people, and it's about the experience you have from the minute you walk through our doors. It's about serving you and listening to what you came in for. It's having real conversations with people in our community, and it's giving back. It's being a one-stop shop for all your electronic, appliance, and home furniture needs. Since 1922, we've been sharing our knowledge and providing pieces that make your life just a little bit better. Silica for your home.
Sargento has definitely given me some opportunities. I am able to live in a beautiful place like this, able to pursue all my passions and hobbies. They want us to have a good quality of life.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 976 East Johnson Street. Patrick Elistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 68 North Main Street. And Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents. Like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake-turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, 0 tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever. Sargento has definitely given me some opportunities. I am able to live in a beautiful place like this, able to pursue all my passions and hobbies. They want us to have a good quality of life.
Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry is a proud sponsor in today's game. Nathan specializes in kitchen and bathroom remodels, whole house remodels, new construction, additions, and more. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry also has an in-house designer on staff with virtual reality designs to help visualize your space before construction starts. Quality, efficiency, and integrity. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry. See Nathan's work at potratscarpentry.com and like them on Facebook.
PT Tire and Service, how can I help you?
Hi, my dad is out in the field kicking his tires and saying naughty words. Can you help?
Thanks for calling. Just leave the rest to us. Tire problems are no problem at PT Tire and Service.
PT Tire and Service, the tire experts of Central Wisconsin, offering 24/7 tire services. Call 346-TIRE or stop by 301 East Clark Street, Brandon. For all your tire problems and needs, that's 346-TIRE.
Sargento has definitely given me some opportunities. I am able to live in a beautiful place like this, able to pursue all my passions and hobbies. They want us to have a good quality of life.
Jerry Ty Roofing would like to thank all of the athletes for their efforts in each competition. Jerry Ty Roofing has been in business for 61 years doing residential and commercial roofing. Give us a call at 922-7246. Good luck, high school athletes.
Wouldn't it be nice to get rewarded for everyday purchases? We agree. With Fond du Lac Credit Union's You Choose Rewards credit card, you'll earn 1 point for every dollar spent. And when you're ready, you can redeem your points for things like cashback, travel, merchandise, and more. Plus, for a limited time only, you can earn 1,500 bonus points on us just by using your card. So if you're ready for a card that rewards you, select Fond du Lac Credit Union's You Choose Rewards credit card. Apply online today or stop in. We are local after all.
Since the beginning, your curious mind and imagination have guided you, where tools and technology helped you discover the world. At Moraine Park Technical College, you will train on industry-leading machines blended with hands-on learning. World-class instructors will help you shape and design your future in manufacturing. Homegrown, life-ready. Moraine Park Technical College.
Hey, I'm Jeff Cornelli. I'm the owner of Tavern on the Avenue, Bob's on the Avenue, Just Love Coffee on the Avenue. Just Love Coffee is a franchise out of Nashville, Tennessee. We actually interviewed 30 different people, and these people are above and beyond better than anybody else. 90% of the money that is made in the coffee shop is donated to charities. There's nothing in Fond du Lac like this business. It's very upscale, it's family oriented. We got kids games, the kids can play their games, the families can come here at birthday parties and have coffee at the same time.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefit and a family atmosphere, contact the team at IntegritySaw.com. That's IntegritySaw.com.
Welcome back here to Hutter Gymnasium. This is the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank, Fox Valley Savings Bank. And we're gonna hop right in here to the BCI Burke player of the game, and he's standing right next to me. Log on to burkecareers.com. That's BURKE careers.com, and start your career with Burke today. And here with John Kuhn and John, what's the mindset after last very emotional, high-intensity game last week against WLA? You guys just come up on the short end of that, and you play a tough Campbellsport team on Tuesday. You knew this game was coming up this weekend. What's the mentality from the team to respond to what happened last week?
We just had to come out and come get them right away. I mean, we were a little slow on offense against Campbellsport, but we really picked her up tonight.
16 points for you. You jumped out with a couple of early threes. How key was that for you guys to just see the ball go in the basket?
I mean, it was just my teammates getting me the ball, and props to them. I mean, I was in the right place, and they were giving me the ball. So.
And then in the second half, kind of the opposite, right? You start off the second half, ball doesn't go in on the first couple of shots, but down the stretch, a couple of big plays by you, and then you take the charge down here. Seems like for you it always starts on the defensive side. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, defense makes offense, so that's what I try to do.
When you're playing with a guy like Noah, how fun is that to watch that guy go to work down the paint?
He's awesome. He's a beast in there. He gets every rebound. You just know he's going to be in there battling and out. So if you miss, just be ready to get the ball back.
A couple of guys, and obviously you had a big night, Noah has a big night, but a couple of guys that I thought stood out couple of younger guys. Ben Anderson hit a couple of big threes when Laconia was making their run, and then Ben Baker just seems to be – sometimes you forget he's a sophomore because he's just steady.
He's so calm
out there.
The
so those two, your analysis on their play so far in the young season.
They're a huge role to the team, and they just play smart and calm, so we need those guys, so they're awesome.
John, congratulations. That's a big win for you guys,
Thank
and
you.
you moved to 2-1 in the conference. We'll let John get out of here and go celebrate with go do the high school athlete thing and celebrate with all his friends and bring Coach Krieger in here. And Coach, man, 17 points at halftime for Laconia. This is a team that averages almost 80 points per game. What did you guys do in the first half to frustrate them?
Well, I think part of it was they missed some shots, right?
Yep.
But defensively, our intensity was great. And, I mean, this team is different than teams we've had in the past, so we have to do it more of a defensive focus and a rebounding focus. I think we're real physical. And, we were hitting shots, and maybe they weren't in the first half as well. But, like you said, to hold a team like this I mean, they have some talented players offensively in particular, and, man, to hold them to 58 points or whatever, unbelievable. Or 51 points.
Yeah, even better than that. I was going to say
51 points.
Yeah.
But defensively, we were outstanding tonight.
I want to get back to the rebounding point that you said there. You said sometimes we miss shots, right?
Yeah.
Noah was unbelievable on the offensive glass tonight. What do you say about the rebounding? What do you say about Noah and then John? I just want to single out your captains first and foremost here with their performance here tonight, because it's easy to just look at points, but what those two do for your team overall.
Yeah, I mean, they're the two most experienced guys from last year, and I mean they just, well, you heard John, right? He's such a humble kid, and he's always going to deflect any praise you give him. But both of them, they play so hard. They don't try to do too much. They play within the offense. They know what to do defensively, and I mean, you can really tell with that experience that they've been through the wars, so to speak, more so than anyone else. And John plays so calm. Noah can be like a bull in the china shop, but he's starting to do a better job. I think our first couple of games he was actually being too aggressive. So now he's toned it down just a notch, and I think it's helping him, score better around the hoop. And there will not be a player on the court that will be stronger than him all year, right? But he's playing hard, and he's doing it on both ends.
Not only his strength, I said it multiple times tonight, a guy that size should not be able to move the way he does. His first step, if you don't see it on the football field, you see it out here, because it is devastating.
And a year ago, when he was a sophomore, during the summer, before his sophomore, he wasn't moving very well. Start of the season, he wasn't moving very well laterally. So he's taken it upon himself to work on that. And, his lateral quickness is so much better than it was a year ago. And, I mean, that's what you need in basketball, right? It's not so much frontwards, backwards. It's more side to side. And, I mean, he showed his athleticism on that goaltend, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he was way up there. Granted, we don't need to get called for a goaltend on a regular basis, but,
fun to watch an athlete be an athlete, right?
Exactly.
I'm going to ask you a similar question to what I asked John, and that's about your two guards that surround John, which are Ben Baker and Ben Anderson. Ben steps up, hits the two technical free throws, and then I don't know if it was the emotion of the situation, but it seemed like the atmosphere almost lost the fact that Laconia was making a run on you guys. A 21-point lead was down to 11 at one point, and Ben hits a couple of big threes. And then for Ben, I guess we can start with Ben Anderson.
Yeah, Ben, he's skilled. I mean, he's one of our better shooters. As long as he doesn't get in a hurry and he's looking for those inside-out threes, which is what we're looking for, every once in a while he might take one that's a little bit too deep. But I think, we've only played 4 games this year. He's gotten better each game, and he's playing with more control this week than he did 2 weeks ago. And then, one of my philosophies as a coach, when there's a technical, I don't decide who shoots the free throws. We don't even talk about it. I just look at them and say, you guys figure it out. So, and the players usually pick the right guy.
And he hit both of them.
Yeah.
And then Ben Baker. Like I just said to John, it's just I made the comment in the second half. You forget he's a sophomore because he's just like this, and,
right.
and usually you see the emotion affects those guys the most. What is it about him that just allows him
I'd
to
have to check his birth certificate, but I think his middle name might actually be Chill. I mean, he's young. I mean, you can talk with him, and whether it was football in the fall or basketball now, he might make a mistake, but he won't make it a second time, you know, and he's just smart. He doesn't play too fast. You know, he doesn't. So far, our opponents can't speed him up. He plays at his tempo, and, you know, I'm not making this comparison, but I kind of am. He kind of reminds me of Tyler Kolek a little bit for Marquette, in that he's always in control. You know, we'll hope he turns into a Tyler Kolek. It'd be nice if he'd grow that tall, but no, he's a baller too. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled, loves to play. Sometimes it looks like he might not be playing real hard, but he's playing hard enough. And for a young guy, he's just so smart.
Yeah.
You know, he knows when to take chances and when to be a little bit more conservative.
Coach, that's a big week for you guys, right? I mean, that's two good quality teams that have been near the top of this conference, and a good bounce back for you. So congratulations,
thank you.
And enjoy it.
All right, thank you, and thanks for coming. It's awesome when you guys get here.
Yeah, you bet.
On a regular basis. So
you bet.
Take care.
There you go. That's Coach Krieger, and like I said, that's a big week for them. You take care of Campbell Sport on Tuesday, and I know maybe the Cougars are maybe a touch down this year, but no, that's still a good quality program, well coached. And then to beat this Laconia team that was picked ahead of Springs here in this season, it's a big week for them, and certainly. Kudos to the Ledgers and to both John Kuhn and Coach Krieger. We're going to take a timeout when we come back, we're going to continue on with the Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. We'll have our final statistics, tell you the next time we'll be on air, and maybe we'll give you some flyaway scores from around the gyms in the area. That comes up next. Stay with us.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in, and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, come on, show me. Come on, come on. Well, come on. Come on. Yeah, good boy. Come here. Come on.
Jackson, are you going to come over here?
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pino. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino. Build better for future generations.
Sargento has definitely given me some opportunities. I am able to live in a beautiful place like this, able to pursue all my passions and hobbies. They want us to have a good quality of life.
Hi, this is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. As an estimator, moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. It's all of your goods on the move or in storage, and you want it cared for. Whether it's moving their business, building a new home, moving out of state, moving across town, we have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac, making your move and storage of goods simple. Guess what? We are hiring at Dufresne Moving and Storage for labor and driving positions. Stop in at 800 Morris Street for an application and interview. Stop now.
PT Tire and Service, how can I help you?
Hi, my dad is out in the field kicking his tires and saying naughty words. Can you help?
Thanks for calling. Just leave the rest to us. Tire problems are no problem at PT Tire and Service.
PT Tire and Service, the tire experts of Central Wisconsin, offering 24/7 tire services. Call 346-TIRE or stop by 301 East Clark Street, Brandon. For all your tire problems and needs, that's 346-TIRE.
Hey, Fond du Lac's best-kept secret is no more. Operation Best Chicken and Friday Fish from a C-Store is out. Pioneer Pit Stop. Yes, Pioneer Pit Stop has some of the best takeout in town. The best part? No reservations needed. No need to drive halfway across the country. No special dress code, other than you need to be dressed. You're in and out with piping hot chicken or fish that you thought came from a supper club. Of course, fuel, beer, liquor, ice, snacks, groceries, and tons of other things we all need are always in stock. Pioneer Pit Stop, 20 East Pioneer Road across from Tucker's on South Main Street. It's Fishlicious.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether.
Until now. Now there's Fondy Family Dental.
Hey, it's Dr. Chad from Fondy Family Dental. My team makes your visit to the dentist a little more fun. We'll make you smile before, after, and yep, even during your visit. Allow our team to introduce you to our membership plan. It's an alternative to using dental insurance. Fondy Family Dental at the entrance of Lakeside Park, corner of Scott and Main, Fond du Lac, or at fondyfamilydental.com.
That's fondyfamilydental.com.
Since the beginning, your curious mind and imagination have guided you, where tools and technology helped you discover the world. At Moraine Park Technical College, you will train on industry-leading machines blended with hands-on learning. World-class instructors will help you shape and design your future in manufacturing. Homegrown, life-ready. Moraine Park Technical College.
Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry is a proud sponsor of today's game. Nathan specializes in kitchen and bathroom remodels, whole house remodels, new construction, additions, and more. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry also has an in-house designer on staff with virtual reality designs to help visualize your space before construction starts. Quality, efficiency, and integrity. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry. See Nathan's work at potratscarpentry.com and like them on Facebook.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Glad to have you along. Jordan King with you. Thanks for joining us here this evening. Appreciate Coach Krieger and John Kuhn joining us as well for the postgame show. A few more things to get to here in our Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Our Marion University turning point of the game. Log on marionuniversity.edu to get started today. And I think our turning point, we mentioned Ben Baker, and Baker was integral in the turning point. A little bit just shortly after the technical foul, which Baker hit both free throws for, as we mentioned a little bit earlier. There was a three-pointer that was made by Camden Smith, and Smith had 5 points for the Spartans, all coming in the second half, and he hit a right-wing three. That made it a 12-point game, and Laconia was just starting to edge back, and Anderson comes back down the court, Ben Anderson, and hits a triple. And then just on about two possessions later, comes back down, hits another three. And in that, really ended the game and put the final fork in the final nail in the coffin, so to speak, and in this win for them over Laconia for the Ledgers. So that's your turning point of the game. Let's give you our final statistics. It's brought to you by the Leb Insurance Group, your MedElite partner. Your MedElite membership is a safety net that helps protect your home, family, and lifestyle. Learn more with the Leb Insurance Group, and we'll start over with the Laconia Spartans' final numbers for them. 1 point for Ethan Pino. Camden Smith had 5, 2 for Sawyer Schultes, 2 for Nick Blank, and 3 for Caden Masteller. And then the leaders were Owen Larson, number 0. He had 9 points. 13 points for Keaton Grotti, all of them coming in the second half. And Cash Farrell had 16. He was tied for the game high with John Kuhn. Kuhn for the Ledgers. By the way, all that adds up to a 51-point outing for Laconia after coming in averaging 77.7 points per game. For the Ledgers, who came in averaging 71 points per game, nearly got there. They finished with 68. 16 of them coming from John Kuhn, 15 from Noah Mowell. Caden Pitts had 7. 12 for Ben Baker. We mentioned Baker and his a couple of big threes. 5 apiece for both Max Bauer and Caden Krusik coming off the bench. 5 for Ben Baker. And 3 points for Braden Freund. Those all add up to a 68-51 win for the Ledgers. Those are your final statistics brought to you by Leb Insurance Group. Just a few scores. Not sure what happened in the big battle of 2-0s, battle of the undefeateds, which was Amro and Lamira. Don't have a final from up there. Over across town, WLA took care of Campbell Sport, 22-point win for the Vikings, 66-44. And Mayville with an 80-59 win over North Fond du Lac. So those were the other 2 games that were happening that we do have a score for. All right, wrapping things up here, Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter what type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable techs at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. Now, you can go to Radio Plus Info for the complete schedule, we had a comment in there, too, and they sound excited. Tomorrow, Radio Plus will be down at Randolph, and it's going to be Laconia Randolph, and that's a couple of really good programs over the last couple of years. Obviously, no Jory Buwalda anymore for Randolph, but still a good program down there, and Laconia takes their best team. I mean, it's one of the best teams in the state, regardless of division, the Laconia Spartans girls teams. And just a tremendous season so far and projects to continue. And Randolph's going to be good, but I would expect the Laconia Spartans to definitely make that game difficult. That's probably an understatement. And then if you're a Springs fan, we'll be along, and I'll be along actually on Tuesday. We have Springs at CWC. We got a doubleheader that night, and so looking forward to that coming up on Tuesday. That's our next game broadcast. Tomorrow, if you're a Laconia fan, Tuesday if you're a Springs fan here on Radio Plus Info. That's the Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Going to wrap things up. It was 68-51 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Springs gets the big win, 17 points over Laconia, and kind of plants a flag here in the Flyway Conference. Jordan King saying thanks to the guys pushing the buttons and running the cameras for us, making us sound and look good here tonight on Radio Plus. Thanks to all our sponsors up and down the line, and thanks to you for tuning in. It's a win for Springs. They get it done, beating the Spartans, and you've been watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Here at International Paper, I've gotten much more experience than I have elsewhere. I've seen more in the field than I have anywhere else.
I started from the bottom and I've worked my way up. The people's what make it great. Nobody wants to see anybody fail.
You want a job to where you can display your skills, they can be valued, you can move forward based off your own ability and your ability to learn more. That's IP.
Being a smaller organization, I think, gives us such an advantage to be able to adapt to what our
customers need, especially at the small business level. They give us feedback on what's important to them and what products and services they need and are important and they value, and we can make adjustments. We can hear our customers as to what they need, and we can make adjustments relatively quickly. I think they see that, they see our flexibility, and they understand this is an organization that wants to work with us. They're not just going to do it their way, they're actually listening and hearing what we need.
Edward Jones representatives in Fond du Lac, Integrity Saw and Tool, Our Chiropractic, Fondi Family Dental, Baker Cheese.
Right Way Home Improvement, Quest Interiors, Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Taco Bell,
Bristol Morgan Bank, Coal, Oil and Propane, Pioneer Pit Stop, Marco Tax Service,
Pizza Ranch, the National Exchange Bank and Trust, Moraine Park Technical College, Silica for your home.
Rademan Stone and Landscape, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Winfield Homes, Everson Law Office, Bob's Pizza,
Airtech, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Camera Casino,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Hopper's Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, New Medical Center, Muthig Industries, Pino Construction,
Len's Truck Center, Fox Valley Savings, American Family Insurance Agent Brad Tagliapietra, BCI Burke, Marian University, Into the Woods Wellness, Smith Builders.
Today's game is also presented by International Paper and Will Sport. Lighting and control systems made in Fond du Lac.